Welcome to Glassrook University, new home to genius and adversity. In our hallways are characters with backstories tragic who fight against fate with metal or magic. These familiar stories with echoes still sounding leave blood on the floor and hearts yet pounding. A game of steam, madness, or hope not yet sunk. I am pleased to present Frankenpunk.
We're on.
Hi, and welcome to Frankenpunk. It's lovely to have you. Welcome to the new game of Hounds of the Hills. Here we have our cast. It's lovely to have you join us for this game. I will start by just having a little thing, because there's always questions about Arcana in the chat. I have a little bit of lore on my Patreon, just on public. But here's a quick thing of just saying Arcana functions in the world as sort of a replacement of magic. It is something of a scientific phenomenon like mercury or uranium. It can be dangerous and affect the world around us. Mentally and physically, it can take a toll. If you want a simple explanation, it's scientific magic that has consequences. Very fun. And entering into this game, we come into Devon, where the house of the Baskervilles is. Or the Baskerville house, actually. So recently, there has actually been a death at the house. Charles Baskerville has died. But that's not actually what concerns the group of students from Glassrook, or a certain detective coming in from the city. What concerns them is that someone recently tried to break into the Baskerville house. The detective was kind of told to reach out to some of these students to maybe get some help, and they were approved to come. So, opening into Devon, we see these students, plus an academic advisor, walking down the small street of the town adjacent to the house of the Baskervilles. It's rather drizzly, not quite raining enough to soak you, but not light enough to keep you feeling comfortable. It leaves everyone slightly damp in their clothes and a little bit uncomfortable. And with the four that are there, some of you have been given some names to maybe contact for personal reasons, but also to find out a bit more of what is happening at the house of the Baskervilles. Baskerville House. I keep on wanting to say Hounds of the Baskervilles. Sorry.
Hounds. There's a Gordon Retriever just waiting.
Yeah.
There is a dog out there somewhere, and it's waiting for you to pet it.
Oh my god!
What if there's just a good boy waiting for you? A good boy.
How good?
I don't think it's a good idea to pet that dog. I think that dog's maybe got something.
I think I should
Say
pet that dog.
Glory, what an honorable way to die.
This is Hades. I want to pet that dog.
So as you walk down the streets, you have certain slips of paper among you with different names, like Jack Stapleton and Victoria Adams. One of you actually is kind of here. You had a bit of a rough time at home and found out that this was a bit of an option. And so we'll start with Laurie. Can you describe what Laurie looks like and what he's doing as the group walks down this street looking for some people?
Well, for the first time in his life, Laurie is not front and center. He's kind of trailing behind everybody. He's dressed in very wintry clothing, a long black coat and a purple waistcoat under, with his usual writing. It's very gentlemanly, but he's kind of out of his element, but excited because this is new, but it's also he hasn't slept well in the past couple of weeks, and you can tell that he's going through it currently, but he's matching the aesthetic of the general vibe.
Yeah. And then next to Lori is a very determined goblin, like eyes ready and pointedly looking for a tabaxi woman to talk to. And Jules, can you describe your character? What he's doing?
So, Valentino is a 3-foot-tall goblin man. And he's probably walking at the front of the group, since he is supposedly the most responsible of the group, seeing as he's supposed to be in charge. Why? But he's probably leading them down the street, and he keeps has like a little notebook in his hand and a pencil as well, and he's jotting down notes as they walk around, like very quick, very adamant, like basically everything he's saying, he's like jotting it down, like almost obsessively.
Okay. And then, I was about to call you Margot. Names and characters are interchangeable.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, Blue.
So Margot she's a half-elf student, and no one can really figure out why she wanted to come, because she often doesn't want to be included in things like trips and anything, pretty much. So she's just kind of just walking with the group, taking a look around, just trying to take everything in.
Yeah. Okay. And then next to Margot is Vidya.
Vidya is a little tiefling, yellow, little tiny little looking wings, little tail. She is skipping along next to Margot, kind of like in the middle-ish of the group. Her bird on her shoulder perched. And she is just humming as she goes skipping along, happy to be here. If you wanted to know why she's here, she's just really nosy. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. And as you walk down this street, there aren't that many people out and about because it is like not too great of weather, and it's a little bit closing into evening. So like still like most people are like going home or have other activities. So some of you have people to find. Could you please try and find those people first? And I thought Valentino would be first. So can you roll, well actually tell me what you're going to do to be trying to find your person.
So I'm gonna be looking for a flower stand.
Yeah.
Because I've been informed that I have a lead on possible big, beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful, amazing, gigantic, humongous, gigantic woman. And so I'm going to be trying to track down this flower lady.
Okay.
I'm going to be looking for a flower stand of some sort.
Yes. Roll investigation.
Okie dokie. And I got 15.
Okay. Looking down this street and ahead of the pack, you don't quite actually see the flower stand at first. You smell it at first. There's like this overwhelming perfume that just kind of like goes through the air, cutting through like the smell of rain for a moment. And as you like head to like the corner of this street, you turn to your left and you see that down the street is a small like flower stand. It's like a little kiosk, and it has like a bunch of different arrays. It seems like a lot of them might be like wildflowers, and messing around under like a huge umbrella is a tabaxi woman with like a shawl and like a small, just like a rather like modest dress on.
I'm gonna head directly to her. Like, not saying anything to the rest of the group, just like, I feel like he's walking and he does like a really intense turn out of nowhere. Just like full on like military spin. It's like goes down in the direction of where she is and like walks right up to her, and he's like, Good evening. I apologize to bother you on this. It's not a very good day, is it? But I apologize to bother you. But I have a question.
Well, I'd ask it, Theory.
Would you happen to be Victoria Adams?
I am.
Oh, wonderful. I heard that there's a possibility you saw a beautiful orc woman recently.
Well, I've seen quite a bit. I saw, I've seen a few things. I suppose I did see, it was a rather big woman. Well, there's suspicion that maybe she tried to break into the Baskerville house. I don't think that's quite likely because it's a different night. But yes, I did see her sprinting rather, across the Baskerville property, and there were about 10 goblins following her, trying to tackle her with rope and chains. It was, she just kept sprinting. It was rather impressive.
Valentino has to take a little bit of a moment to collect himself because he's like, God, I ran 10 goblins. So beautiful. And then he collects himself a little bit and he's like, did you possibly see she get taken down by these goblins? Did she escape these goblins? Did you see where she went? What happened?
Oh,
everything.
Well, I didn't see the end result. There was a rather large yell in the woods. See, the reason that, other people have also been questioning me about this is that they thought it might be a howl, but I know a true scream of rage when I hear one. But no, are you looking into the break-in? Is that what this is about?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't think, if I might say, I don't think it was her, because, well, it was a different night, and I did actually see a rather handsome young man walking down the street the night of the break-in. Yes, it was very late at night, and it was raining much harder than this a night or two ago. But he stood very purposefully out of the light, and he was much smaller. And then, well, I didn't really think much of it, but then 20 minutes later, there was quite a bit of howling down at the Baskerville house, and I did see a man sprinting away with a burning hat, so it could be. I don't know if the two are connected, but...
Could I ask, what was the duration of time between these two incidents?
Oh, well, that woman, I saw her sometime last week, and then, that young man I saw about 2 nights ago, maybe a night ago. Time flies when you're on catnip. It just...
Valentino's gonna, very purposely shut his little notebook and be like, thank you for your time, I greatly appreciate it. Do you mind if I came by and asked questions again at some other point if I were to uncover something?
Yes, if I think of anything else, I'll tell you.
I appreciate it greatly.
Actually,
luck on some of your flowers.
There was one more thing, actually. The goblins, they did have a rather patch on their shoulder. I think it was blue, but it was quite far away, and I mind my business. I didn't see if there was a design on there, but it was a blue circle patch.
It's very important information. Good luck selling your flowers.
Thank you. It is not my main propriety.
Turns off and goes to rejoin the party, but he's scowling and tapping on his notebook with his pencil.
I think in the time we've been gone, I've just been trying to convince Lori to do rock, paper, scissors.
What are you? Okay. What are we playing for? What? Rock,
paper, and then scissors, right?
Scissors.
So
yes.
paper eats rock, scissors eat paper,
Alright.
rock, beat, scissors, because it destroys it. And you gotta go
Okay.
rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot. Okay, it's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We go on shoot.
Why am I throwing rocks and shooting? I would think one or the other, but okay. Well, fine, let's go.
There's no guns. Okay,
Oh. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors, shoot.
There you go.
Scissors.
You did it.
I
You
did
won.
it? Yes!
Marco, are you doing anything during this, or are you just like watching?
Watching. She's mildly entertained at, like, the rock, paper, scissors
Tournament.
fiasco. Yes.
All right, then as Valentino returns to the group with a bit of information of, what you guys are there for. The rain kind of increases a little bit. You guys did like call ahead and like order like rooms at a nearby hotel just because like something is happening in the Baskerville house. You probably don't want to sleep there, especially because like the owner is now like dead. And the new owner is also in London. So probably like riding back on course, you guys kind of start heading back down the street as like the rain increases a little bit. So then, do you guys get to the hotel, or are you still going to like search a little bit on the street?
Lori's here for just vibes. He's following what the group is going.
Is there a roof access?
To the hotel?
Yes.
Yeah, as you get to the hotel, it's not like spectacular or anything. It does like reach like the same level as like most of the rest of the town. And it is kind of a bit more on the edge of town, that like it's like maybe a mile to the Baskerville house. But yeah, there is a bit of roof access.
I would like to go up there and just kind of scout out general area and like distance between like where we are and the main town is. And can I see the Baskerville house?
Yeah, you can see it like farther out. There's not as many trees. It looks like they like maybe cleared them a bit so that they could get a bit of a view of like their land. And you don't see like any. You don't. Actually, yeah, you should maybe roll for perception to see if you do see anything out of the ordinary.
Are we all just watching him,
Like him
from
scale
the ground,
the
just
building
like
of the hotel, and
the
then just
goblin
like
man
sitting
scaled the
there
building.
on top of the hotel. We're just like, huh.
wordlessly just spider climbed up?
All the
I
students
want
are
to
just
like
down here,
crawl
like,
out the window.
we're all, like
Whoa.
putting down our suitcases and our bags. And you just crawl out the window, and we're just like, what?
Little
the
goblin
fuck?
noises.
There he
There he
goes.
goes.
There he goes.
I don't really see anything.
You don't see any? Okay, yeah. You see like just like some of the trees are cleared out a bit. There is a road leading up. There isn't really anyone out and about on the lawn. And then you guys, while Valentino is maybe like on the roof, scouting, there is a bit of like a tavernish situation downstairs. This might be more of an inn than a hotel, where you can get like a bit of you can get a bit of food before like you head up to the Baskerville house tonight. And at the bar, there's like a few different people. There's like a little halfling man with a newsboy cap and like a bit of a disheveled coat, and he looks like he's just like enjoying a bit of a drink. Yeah.
He's the only one in the bar.
He's the only one at the bar. There's other people like enjoying meals at like other little tables, but he's the only one just like sort of sitting there.
All right. Laura's kind of gonna walk in and look around and goes, all right. Wasn't quite sure what I was expecting here, but this is not it.
Do you not
He's just, like,
the
standing.
atmosphere, or right? What's
No.
this? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Taking inventory, I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
Just fake it till you make it, you know.
What are we thinking?
It's confidence, assurity.
Okay.
You pick your pick. It's a quite dreary looking in here.
It's a little poor, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it reminds me of Scotland. And I guess he's just gonna. He's like, so, what are we supposed to do, Vidya? I'm not quite sure. Or is there a schedule,
I'll be honest with
itinerary?
you, I feel like this is like a future we went on, and
Okay.
I didn't really like get my parents to sign it. I mean, I don't have parents to sign it, but like they didn't sign it, so I don't really know what the system. No one gave me a schedule. Did you get a schedule?
All right.
Because the Valentino just left, and I do think he crawled onto the
Yeah.
roof.
I've never met that man before, and I'm intrigued by his.
I think he's supposed to be in charge, and now he's on the roof, and I don't really know what to do with that information. But we're
All
also
right.
all adults, so again,
As you guys are talking, the bartender kind of goes up to the halfling at the bar. Is like, Jack, this is your last drink. You all start getting home. I don't want you ranging around my bar again tonight. And Jack just kind of like looks up from his like little, like, the cup is like as big as his head. He's like a halfling, so he's like maybe he's like kind of Valentino-ish sized, and like he's just like fully got his like arm on the bar. He's like,
Can I roll perception to see if I heard all that?
what do you do? Like, are you getting closer, or are you just like staying near like the door to try and hear this?
I'll go in.
Okay, then yeah, you can roll perception.
Got it.
I'm inching closer to this man. Just gently shuffling closer.
Laurie is still taking inventory because he's culture shock.
I
He's
heard
just like,
Jack. I'm scooting.
Ooh, okay. Doop.
Gotta pull up my character sheet. I am unprepared.
I will keep scooting in the meantime until I am as close as possible
slowly
to this man.
inching closer.
I've got your character sheet if you need it.
I'm just.
No, I have it. I just need to find the thingy.
Okay.
Perception. Oh god. Okay, I got a 21.
Okay, yeah, you are specifically looking out for the name Jack, and so hearing someone like call this man Jack, you're immediately like, and you overhear that.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the bar.
And Jack just kind of like looks over to someone who's like invading his personal space when there's an entire like rest of the bar, and he's like,
Yeah, I sit right next to
Hey,
him.
if you would do that. it's a choice.
"Can I help you?"
Just helped, but overhearing. But you don't happen to be Jack Stapleton, do you?
That I am. Can I ask who's asking? Why am I going into Western? This always happens.
It's okay. It's a brand. Let it happen. Let it
Roll
happen.
with it. Yeah.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Mysterious cowboy vibes.
Yeehaw! What?
Love it. Well, I'm just someone who's in search of a little information.
And what information is that?
I hear you know a little something about Arcana.
Yeah, a little bit. I've been doing my own studies. Are you?
Well, I would love to pick your brain sometime about that.
I'm sure you would. I am married, and you look rather young. I am a bit uncomfortable with this.
Ah, I never introduced myself. Introduced.
We
My
love
name
it.
is MacDougal. Margot MacDougal.
Makes sense.
You may have heard of my family.
Is the sheer name of your family supposed to move me?
It tends to, but
Am I rich yet?
don't worry, I'm sure I can do that on my own.
Well, sorry, 1 second. Well, if you... I feel like you might need to roll persuasion on Jack to get you specifically.
They're doing this. Lori's gonna sit on the other side of this man and just like...
Just like...
Can I try to
blocking him
order
in.
a round of drinks for the three of us?
Oh!
Yes, and that will get you advantage.
Nice.
Nice!
I'll stand behind him to truly get a full circle going.
Little halfling man.
You're surrounded.
Roll intimidation or persuasion,
Just
actually.
wondering.
It's like,
It's a bunch of kids.
Let's see.
College-age students.
Okay, I got... What is that? I got an 18.
on intimidation or persuasion?
It doesn't matter this same.
Okay.
We'll do persuasion.
Okay. He like smiles a little bit and he's like, well, if you're looking to know more about Arcana, I've only really done studies on, well, the Baskerville house, because that's been the closest, but I've been looking into how, well, Arcana works on, well, house. I mean, big families sometimes put a house on a store of Arcana, and over time, that changes them. I mean, it's the same with how towns change over time, how people become goblins or orcs or elves. It happens. Same with tieflings. Well, like with the Baskerville house, there's I've taken to calling them bloodline curses, because it's pretty soon it happens that a family has lived over the same core for so long and has grown up over top of it, and they become more and more not infected but saturated with this specific arcana. So then it's I mean, it takes a lot to break a bloodline curse as well. I can't think of more than 2 actually working. In the case of the Baskerville house, I don't think it's been a big load they built their house under, but it's big enough that old Master Hugh wasn't brought up in the house. Or Master Henry, sorry.
Houses like these, are they common? Or... Lori is suddenly very interested in this conversation.
Oh, well,
Just leans in a little bit. He's like, hi.
I mean, a bit. At first, it's a bit of a false positive of, like, they see this land with, like, a bunch of curiosities and developments, and they're like, oh, this is gonna be sick. And so they build a house. So then they build a house there. And then pretty soon, sometimes they get sick more and more, and then the later generations don't get as sick, but sometimes they get sicker as they move away from the house. The house itself is affected from the land faster than the people. Like Baskerville house, it's under a Scarlet Arcana. It reflects a lot of heat back onto the house. Winter is heavenly, summer is hell. Night is the only chance not to boil inside the house. I mean, the Baskerville family has grown quite cold-blooded over the years. It's definitely gotten hard. Well, it had gotten hard for old Charlie to leave the house over the last few years, since the family has started not to abstain, but rather depend on the constant heat of the house.
How do you break the bloodlines? You know?
I mean, it's a lot of superstition as far as I'm concerned. I've been mostly concerned with how the arcana affects the house, not really the people. I mean, as far as I know, one surefire way to end a bloodline curse is just end the bloodline.
Lori goes,
Thank you for this.
I think at the same
Very
time you make
interesting
that noise, the
information.
video is just like,
takes another sip of his alcoholic drink and maybe downs it entirely.
I I'm so curious. How did you get into this this field of study? What do you hope to accomplish?
Oh, I was just mainly curious. Baskerville House is full of interesting stuff.
Yes,
And
well,
he looks a little bit sweatier.
some things are generally better left alone. You have a good night
Yeah.
now. And she's gonna pat his hand and
Thank you, you as well.
give
And
him her drink and then leave.
he just like takes the glass and like directly leaves the little room, and like the bartender is like, Jack! But he still like just leaves with the mug of stuff.
Bring me back my
I love
cup.
him.
Like leaves the little tavern.
Thievery.
We love a little bit of swindling.
Not too long after that, the bartender like comes up and is like, "Do you guys want anything? The food, drink? You already bought around."
I'll take dinner. Food.
Food would be good.
Okay, so you guys order food, and not too long after that, once you get all the food and it like you sit down at a table, into the little hotel inn tavern thing, in walks two men. One is a man with like a rather fine coat and a walking stick and a little ascot, and the other is just he looks to be more of a businessman with like a like kind of like a upper middle class coat with like a suit that's like, this guy does business. This is a businessman.
This man could be a
Businessman.
CEO,
Oh,
perhaps.
this business? He
This
knows
guy,
it.
he's got a calculator.
Yeah. And he's like
got a
talking.
pocketbook.
He's talking to the younger man, and as the younger man, Fergus, can you introduce your character?
I forget.
Sure. So you see a relatively tall human gentleman, wearing a red vest under a long black tailcoat, ascot, a monocle that he is wearing. I'm not, but he's wearing it. Short brown hair under a top hat, carrying cane walking stick. And I guess he sees this group of people that look kind of out of place and is going to walk over towards them.
Okay, as you walk up to them, the man alongside you, this man's name is James Mortimer. He is the executor of the estate of Charles Baskerville right now. And he's like filling you in of like, "Oh, I'm so glad I saw you. Yes,
Yes,
and
my
he-
apologies, James. I think our guests might be here.
yes, oh, they're quite young. And
Yes,
he
they are, but-
he like goes over to your table and is like, are
Children.
you the students from Glassrook?
Yes,
Yes.
but our student, teacher, professor, man is on the roof.
Down
And
here
I
now.
do believe. Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah, he
Never
is.
No, like,
mind. I was about to
walks
say we're
through the
missing
door.
someone.
Like perfect timing.
Well,
Yes,
you
there's
certainly
the
know how
adult.
to make an entrance.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm here to help you get in. Well, I'm here to walk you to the Baskerville house.
Mhm.
I have some keys to the house for you to get in. Yes, it's been quite a strange time. But I heard that Glassrook is rather good with strange, so
If you look at us, I feel like it. Cut out.
Just if you look at us and then nothing.
Yeah, if you look at us, pause.
You're not wrong.
Hey.
he like straightens his coat and he's like, this is Detective Lane Respine from Scotland Yard. He's
Oh,
the one who kind of called you here a bit. Well, he sent out a call, but
Yes.
yes.
Laurie's gonna stick his hand out to Lane, because from the quality of his clothes, he sees like, ah, yes, another one
Yes,
like
very,
me.
very archetypal
Man of
Victorian
quality.
gentleman.
Man of
A man of
quality, I
quality.
see.
You have
Finally.
money. You have
Uh,
money.
Reaches out to shake your hand.
1%.
My
I see.
apologies. You all seem to have me at a disadvantage. I was not informed the precise names of who I was meeting, but again, I am Lane Rusby, and you might be?
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Lori, Byron. These are my
Pleasure.
fellow associates, classmates. And he
Yes.
gestures to everyone at the table.
Vidya DeSantis.
Margot MacDougall, nice to meet you.
Valentino. It's Valentino.
Doesn't have a last name.
All right, no last
It's
name.
very sad.
Understood.
We've all been-
Understood.
Man of mystery.
The brand. Yes,
Just
I
doesn't
Well-
have one.
It is a pleasure to meet you all, and I look forward to our future work together.
Mm.
You look very fancy, and I can't see. But Lori shook your hand, so I'm going to assume that you are.
Lori's like, I shake hands with lots of people, Vidya. What?
Well, you were so quick about it. I assume that's because he's super fancy.
Mortimer
Wait, what?
Is he
like
wearing-
stands
Lori-
there.
Is he wearing an ascot?
Lori's like, yes.
Exactly.
I just-
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Black is like,
Yes.
this is exactly the type of thing I thought would come from Glassrook.
Yes,
Excuse you?
the eccentricities of the
Excuse
people
you?
there are very.
Sometimes
Pardon?
Eccentricities.
a
We are the
blind
best in
girl
the
completely
business.
describing another man.
Oh, I thought you
Without
were saying
touching
something
him?
strange. And
I mean, that's the bird.
I was about to be
mean,
mad
we
at
have
you.
magic in the world. I've got a bird. I mean, why is that
Yeah.
we are the
happening?
best of the
That's
best.
That's fair. I prefer not to think about it.
I prefer to
I
be
sleep
blissfully
better at
unaware.
Anyway, and as you guys kind of finish up your food while they've been talking, I can lead you up to the house now, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
We want this solved as soon as
Yes.
possible.
We've had
That'd be
food.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We bullied a
Indeed.
man. It's time to go.
Bully the man.
Don't ask about it. Let's
Okay.
go.
Don't
Yeah,
ask-
let's
don't ask
go.
questions,
Let's be
sir.
off. Let's be off.
It's our
No problem
business.
It's
until
a
you worry
hobby.
about it. It's not the problem until you worried about it. That's cool.
Okay. And so you guys set out up the path, and it is raining a bit harder. The inn sort of lent you some umbrellas to walk through this a bit of a cagey night. It's a bit worse than it was when you actually got in. And as you walk up the path, sort of the driveway up there, it does take a while, but as you walk, you do sort of realize, you feel a little uneased, and you can't quite put your finger on what it is that's putting you off from just walking up there. You can't tell if it's something in the wind, something you're hearing, something you're seeing, but there's something weird.
Hmm.
I think it's
Fine.
coming from below what he talked about, that man. Jack?
You mean the house?
Yeah, the
Or
powers under the
grounds it's
house
on.
and the ground it's on. Getting the feeling these places don't enjoy people who don't live here.
Very
Sounds
much.
like the
It
house's
looks.
problem, though.
Right, well, if the house has any disagreements, it is free to voice them. But we have a task to complete, and we will not let it stand in our way.
Very good, Rusby.
I agree with the fancy man. Mr. Ascot, let's
I
go.
like your few words, fancy man.
Mr. Ascot.
So you get up to the house, and Mortimer actually stops a ways away from like the actual house. Like he's a little bit on edge too, and he's just like yeah, the keys to the outside. I don't really have keys to the inside, but Godspeed. And he kind of like he doesn't run. he power walks a little
Oh.
bit.
I'm gonna
Mm.
yell. I'm
Down-
gonna yell.
that-
Coward
down
Really
the
and
doesn't
lane.
run.
leaves. I'm yelling coward.
Go man, go.
Fair enough.
Coward.
Goodness. All right.
And so,
Right.
so you're outside this house, and yeah, there is still that unease. It hasn't stopped, and it hasn't increased, but it's still just there.
Underlying sets of bread.
Yes, that builds character. I eat that for breakfast. It's fine.
Well,
Well, you and I have different palates then.
I trust you are all prepared.
I'm ready for anything.
Prepared as we
anytime.
can be.
How much
Lori
do
gives
you
a
know?
thumbs up from behind everybody.
Mortimer probably handed the keys to Rustbein because he was like right next to you, and you can still kind of see him a little bit in the distance. He
Yeah.
might be running now.
That man can move very fast.
Just
Goodness.
zooming.
No, he slipped. He slipped in the mud.
I use my bird to see just so I can see him fall.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
I think before we head in, Lane is going to turn to them all and say, "So, how much do you all know about our goal?"
Very little. Tell us everything.
All right. I thought I had explained it in my letter, but I suppose that was not enough. Our main goal is to obtain an object, presumably something that was the object of acquisition for whoever broke into this house last night. We are to obtain it and return it to Sir Baskerville at the earliest convenience.
Do you have any idea of what this item is? It's kind of hard to search for something if we
Exactly.
have no idea.
Do I know what it is?
No.
Is it pink?
Unfortunately,
Is it sentimental? Something of the
I asked 20
family?
questions.
It's his dog's favorite stick.
What does it
how
smell
much
like?
do I know about
What
it?
does it smell like?
If it, like,
You just know that something was set off not too long after the thief entered the house. You don't think there is nothing disturbed upstairs, so it's likely that not like there it's likely that whatever was set off might have been like a timed thing.
Do you have any info on like what was like on
What was like in the house?
no of the thing that was set off? Do we have any information on like what repercussions came from it being set off? Like was it an explosion?
All that's
Smart.
been going on for like the past like day or so, and actually now that like Lane is telling you this, you do notice that there is like there's like a weird low growl in the back of your mind. Like you don't think that you can actually hear it, but like it might be imagined, but it feels like the energy of when a dog growls at you and you're not too familiar with the dog.
Ooh,
And
love that.
for the past like day or two, there's been like erratic like howling coming from the house, and people have know some of the history with the house. Like there was Hugo Baskerville, one of the ancestors of the house when it was like first built. He was like a horrible person, and he chased this one girl across the fields of the house trying to trap her inside, and he was allegedly killed by a hellhound.
Mm.
And Charles was also pretty fascinated with this, and
Alright.
and was interested in the arcane deposit under his house.
Someone has to feed that dog.
Do I know anything about the location of the object we're looking for, or is it just find it?
You think it might be upstairs?
Okay,
Hmm.
relay that information.
All right.
So our aim is to get to the second floor, and whatever has been set off in the first floor, either we evade it or we find a way to shut it down.
Makes sense.
There's actually 2 doors that like. Do you guys do like a perimeter, or do you just like look at the front doors and you're like, yeah,
Perimeter.
okay?
Lane is
so-
doing a perimeter.
Going around the perimeter, you see that there are like the front doors, and there is also like a servant's entrance. There's like 2 servants' entrances, on the like right side of the house, and then on the back side. And like looking into the windows, it's pretty dark, but you can tell it might be like a kitchen.
All right.
Maybe not going in through the most obvious door?
Yes, a more stealthy approach might aid us.
All right. You two follow. I'm following your lead. I'll
Tavern's
help you
entrance it
from
is. And
back here.
head on in stealthily.
Okay, so which door, which like servant's door are you going into?
Oh, there's multiple servants. Doors.
Yeah, there's one on the
Okay.
side and there's one on the back.
Okay,
I say we do the
okay.
one on the side.
Yeah, the one on the
Alright.
side.
Okay, you go
Mm.
into the one on the side, and now I think the first floor map can be brought up.
Wow.
I would like to note that I drew this myself, and I am very proud.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Map. I've shown the map.
Okay, so the door you come into is the top right corner, and it's right next to a set of like stone stairs on the left, and then the kitchen is to the right.
Hmm.
Okay, so stairs and
Very
the
good
kitchen.
map.
Yeah.
That's a very nice map. You said there is stairs to the right, stairs to one side, and then the kitchen.
Yeah, and then like the rest of the kitchen is to like your right. And there's another actually okay, wait. There is a door that's closed that I mean, meta, you know that there's stairs behind it. But there's actually several doors. There's 5 doors. There's one immediately to your left, there's one next to that, there's one farther down, and then there's 2 in front of you. So like there are several doors in front of you.
Hmm.
And all of them are closed.
Okay. So in a room with 5 doors and stairs. Or just 5 doors, and then the stairs beyond the 5 doors.
Yeah.
So we're in a room with 5 doors.
2 of the doors lead outside. Or does that...
Oh yeah,
that
there.
not-
I mean, those were
Oh.
the 2 doors in, and you can see like the other door was the one that you could also come in.
Oh,
from.
so, okay. There's 2
So-
leading outside and then 5 that lead further in.
So the doors
Yeah.
that we actually need to pay attention to if we're not trying to leave are 2.
Perhaps we should have a small peek into the main foyer just to see if anything untoward is going on.
You want to be extra stealthy? I can send in my bed.
That is certainly an idea.
Looks to me. Can I try and let Gratia go through? Which door do we want to do?
It would be the door that's just like straight ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. It leads into the big room.
I'll let her go in there.
Okay, so I think then that would mean you roll a perception check.
She has her own stats, so I can actually roll hers.
Oh, yes. Then
Ooh.
and
She got
she's-
stats.
Ooh.
Oh boy, does she perceive things.
Oh, hell yeah.
Watch out, she's out there.
Watch out, she's seeing something.
She's watching.
Okay, roll.
She's
and
watching
you...
you without
That would be
yeah.
18 for her perception.
Okay. So just like plopping her like right outside the door and then like closing it, you see through Gratia that there is a dog sitting at the bottom of the stairs. And actually, like as soon as Gratia like looks at it, she sees that it is looking right at her as well. And I don't know if like what color scale Gratia can see in, but like this dog is very, very dark. It's like a mastiff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think she's also definitely like flying. She's not just like standing there because
okay.
bird.
Good.
Yeah,
I was gonna be like,
Yeah, I don't. There's not very high she can go to the ceiling, but I just don't think she's just gonna be like jumping around.
There's
She's
probably
just,
like
she's
a
just a
sconce or
raven.
something, like a little light coming out of the wall, and that she like hops on. And like the dog like is immediately like looking at her, and like it's perfectly frozen. Like if it wasn't looking right at her, you'd think it was stone.
Okay, I'm gonna be relaying this as I see it. I'm just gonna be like talking like video. It's just gonna be like standing perfectly still, can't hear anyone, but she will be just talking that she sees a dog and anything else. Is there anything else of importance in the room that she might notice? A dump.
Then
Bump.
yeah, with
Oh.
that 18, creepy music.
Goody.
Oh boy.
With that 18, you see that there's like 2 tables that are like on either side of the staircase. There's the staircase is like in the very middle of the place, so you can't see like much past it. You can see that there's another door directly across from you and another one like to the side, so you can like infer that the door also in the kitchen can also lead into whatever that room that is.
Mm-hmm.
But the dog is like, and as you watch the dog has actually moved, but you didn't actually, like, it's not like Weeping Angel style. It's like it has been slowly moving, very, very slowly, but like surely, in like a very,
Is it like aggressively coming closer? Like it's acting sus.
Yeah, it's
growling?
like
a predator.
Like a predator
moving
trying to
like-
get its prey. Like this thing's about to. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm about
I
to
think
fight a dog
once
for a
she-
bird.
Perhaps it
once I
might
see.
be time to return.
Yeah,
your...
I'm gonna. It's when I see like the dog, there's like, so I see this door and the door is there, and then I like when Gratia refocuses and sees the dog is like suddenly getting closer. I'm gonna call her back from the smoke, and she appears back with me.
Okay.
And I am back, and I'm like,
Creepy dog.
that dog was so suspicious. He did not look like he
Right.
wanted pets.
Lane is gonna hold the door shut just in case.
Yeah. But so what I saw is that there's the other door in here that we could go through, leads to another room, and not out into the big room. Basically, like one door leads onto the big room, another door leads to a smaller room.
Okay. Who wants to be the bait for the dog for the big room?
Maybe we go into a smaller room first, so we're not standing here where the dog thinks we are.
Perhaps.
Alright. Should we be stealthy so the dog doesn't hear us?
Something you can actually, like, Lane, I think you feel this, like, because you're holding the door, is that as you're holding it, the door feels warmer and warmer. It's not
I'm
like,
actually
it's not,
terrified
like,
right
hot,
now.
but it's like uncomfortably warm. It's like a door that's been sitting in sunlight. Of like, this is like not naturally warm.
This does not inspire the most confidence in this endeavor, but we will adjust and try our best. I suggest we move quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about we all sneak our way into the other door that leads to a smaller room,
Alright.
quietly as possible.
I am
So
not a dog
the one
person.
like directly above the one that we like peeked through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a dining room. You can tell immediately. It's got like a huge table and it's got like finery around it with like 8 tables. Not 8 tables, chairs.
Wow.
Table?
Big dining room.
My
It's got
God.
it is
Wow.
so fancy. It
They're
has
rich.
How many? How
Excessive.
many people eat here at a time?
Oh,
At one time?
what are their
8
issues? Why do
tables?
they make 8 tables?
That's excessive.
They do have 2 entrances for servants. They might have a lot of staff. Who knows?
Listen, we could make do with 6 tables. There's no need to go to 8. That's obnoxious.
Opulence. Man, I hate when they do that.
So you see this dining room, and it's actually more illuminated than like the kitchen, because the kitchen only had one window, but this dining room actually has a glass ceiling.
Oh,
It's like clear,
nice.
and
Oh.
you see like several more windows like in just like off to the side, and the rain outside is like really beating down. And like you see like flashes of lightning every once in a while. Apparently, I
Are they-
can't add that sound effect on Soundtail if you're inside, but
Rude.
atmosphere.
Oh. So this is like a section that's only one story high that's like extended. It has a
Yeah.
glass roof. Okay. Okay.
And you see only the one other door that like Gratia saw in like the main entrance room. So like there isn't really
That's where we
anywhere
got to go.
Okay.
Nvidia.
Lori's
Hmm.
going.
Okay.
Lori's not
Never
going.
mind.
Lori's saying where he stopped. He was mid-walk.
I think video will suggest like maybe I know this is just a dining room, but someone could look around in here to make sure that there's nothing in here that might be important or useful before we head on, and then I guess establish are we gonna do like a did I see in there in the dining room could I like map out a way for us to go, like a destination if we're just trying to like dash past this dog, if we're trying to just like walk on through?
Yeah, because you did see like the door straight ahead from like when Gratia came out to scope that there is a door like right adjacent to the dining room. It's not too far. It's like maybe it's like a little over 5 feet.
Okay. So I'd study that, and then I say perhaps someone should search around in here for anything important. Anyone wants to try and find something before we
Lori can do
let's
it.
just run.
Well, I will venture to mention I am a detective. Investigating things is perhaps vital to my job,
All right.
so I might give that a shot.
What are you doing to investigate?
I'm looking for anything, like any, like levers, hatches, anything that like could lead out of the room beyond this one door.
Like a secret compartment?
Yeah,
Suspicious.
Can Lori
Yeah.
do a separate check while that's happening for anything familiar to him?
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys do separate investigation checks.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation because you're investigating.
19.
Okay. Lane, you don't see anything like secret compartment-ish. You do see that there is like a broom in the corner of the room that doesn't like quite seem like this doesn't seem like servants have been here in a while, so it is a little weird that this is out in the open, especially because this is like a nicer house. But you don't find any parts of the wall that like click.
But the broom's weird.
The broom's odd.
Yeah, the broom is a little weird.
Does it have dust on it?
Not really.
So it's like recently out. For some reason.
Yeah, it hasn't been there for like more than a week.
Okay.
Okay. I got a 19 as well.
Okay. So you're looking for stuff that is familiar. As you're in this house, you do actually feel like it does feel familiar in like a bad way.
Okay.
Of like you feel like the oppressive heat, and you like feel like the feeling like something is stalking you, and it feels uncomfortably familiar.
Okay.
Well, we are somewhat out of options for leaving this room. I suppose the next best course of action might be trapping this hound.
Maybe.
How about we use the broom to maybe make it so the door can't be opened?
I can try and make an animal handling check.
You can cast an
I don't know if
illusion.
it's an animal though.
Yeah.
It feels quite demony.
I could cast an illusion.
If
Something
you
that could-
yes.
Or perhaps is it maybe so that it won't allow anyone who doesn't look like the owner of the house? to pass.
Maybe, but it seemed really intelligent. I think you would know her by scent and by anything if it was.
As you guys are talking, there's you shut the door to the kitchen. But you you still feel a little hunted.
It's multiple dogs.
Yeah. Oh.
There's a corgi.
There's a chihuahua in the
There's a
corner.
chihuahua with demon eyes.
Everybody move!
Out the
There's a
lawn
husky,
looking at you.
and them things is loud.
There's a toy poodle in the
That's what's been
corner.
screaming. It's huskies. They're outside. They're just being dramatic. You know, they live in their best lives.
Nice.
So
Cool.
we feel like there's maybe multiple sources of this predatory nature.
Here's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It feels like the dog you saw before has definitely moved. Because the
Okay.
heat you feel like is less so in the other room and now in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. So
Well,
we gotta go.
we have learned.
Now.
Yes,
The
we should
kitchen
go,
now.
but we have learned
kitchen.
that we can tell where it is.
At the door.
That
Good
is
to
what
know,
we
good to
should
Take
know.
this knowledge and we
We
run.
should
We
go.
take this knowledge, run.
Let's go, everyone.
We take this
Into the main
knowledge
foyer.
and we run. Like we go.
Okay. So
Lights
you
on your
like,
feet. Let's go. High
run
knees.
door to door. Can you guys
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out are you trying to be quiet or are you trying to be fast?
Oh, we should.
Quiet.
I think quiet.
Quiet.
Ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dog
Fine.
already knows where we are.
Then everyone
Quiet.
roll stealth.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
if Margot wants to go against the group,
Margot just
I'm
starts
not
running and we're just like,
gonna
well,
stop
No,
her.
she's
Yeah.
not gonna ruin it for everybody. It's fine.
Okay, well, Lori just ran into a fucking table.
Or do
He trips
you?
over the
The
chair.
DM
He
decides.
trips
Uh,
over the chair and
Stops
falls.
himself from swearing.
23.
23.
Yeah, stealth checks work in the group, so we have to like group majorityly pass.
Yeah.
Eight.
Okay.
I got a 7.
I got a 1.
30, 20.
Oh,
23. Valentino, what did you get?
Eight.
All right, so me
Okay.
and
We're gonna
Fergus are
fight
going
this
on
dog.
a separate quest.
Yeah.
But in
We're gonna
like
go find
the
some
three
zebras.
of all
Have fun.
three of like Margot, Valentino, and Lori trying to get out of the door at once. There's like that
We're just
accordion
hiding.
effect,
We've
and then
hidden.
you guys kind of all fall down out of the door,
Someone's
And
climbing
what
on
are you
Lori and he's
doing?
like,
What are you doing?
and
What
there is
happening?
there's a bark in the kitchen.
What are you doing?
Go fast.
How you like
Run.
this.
I'm not used to physical activity, I'm sorry.
I
don't mean to be
look at
rude.
Lane and I'm just like, I'm not looking at
Right.
you like off to the side. Just
Yeah, just off to the side. I don't mean to be rude, but how did the blind person do better than the rest of you?
You know, Avidia is in a league of
more
her own.
barking in the kitchen. Are
I
you
have
guys
very
moving?
small legs.
We should. I think I'm immediately
We're
gonna
moving.
open the door, like the nearest door to
Mhm.
like the left, that room at the far
Mhm.
left, upper
Yeah.
left,
We're
and
going
just
in.
open that and head in.
Follow him.
Lori's like trying to get up from the floor, but is nervous. He's nervous.
Okay, so he gets up, and you all like get into the room pretty quickly. You feel like more heat coming from like the direction you just left. Of like there's like skittering of like nails on the wood outside, and there's a lot of heat of like barking, and it sounds like there are multiple barks.
Boy.
Okay. Quickly, what is this room?
Yeah.
What does this look like?
This is like a small like lounging room. It's just got like one chair and it's casual, and it's just like a one man, like this man has obviously been a bachelor for a while, maybe. Like his
Yeah,
kids have been
okay.
out of the house, and
So it's like
he's
the classic
No
in
wonder
front of
he
the
has so many
fireplace, sipping
dogs.
wine.
Are there any
um,
like dog treats laying
Is he playing
around? A
Xbox?
bone,
Any
Any
perhaps?
shelves or anything like
Yeah,
that?
there is a shelf immediately to like your right as you come in, and it's got like it's like pretty tall. There's just like the one chair with like a little table next to it, and like a fireplace that's empty. And there is again like windows to the left, and a really nice rug underneath. And then there's a door to your immediate left as well.
You said the fireplace was empty. Is it like entirely empty of like soot as well, or?
It's still got like some old logs in it, because I don't think when they were cleaning the place after Charles's death, they like got to that before stuff happened.
I just investigate fireplace.
Can I do a quick inspection of the shelves as well?
Yes.
I look under the rug if for any hidden latch for something in the basement.
Investigate.
Investigate. What is
Investigate.
I love
17.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh my
So that's a 10.
Oh my god, Scooby's gone crazy.
I got a 13.
It's not Scooby.
That's
He's got
not
rabbit.
Scooby anymore.
That's Scrappy-Doo.
There's something wrong with Scooby. He's gone scrappy.
Pull the trigger, Piglet.
Stop!
So you look around like just the rug, see if anything is like underneath, and you don't really see anything there. Investigating the fireplace, you mostly just get your hands like pretty dirty and like full of like soot and like charcoal left over. There's not like much in the way of like yeah, you don't really find anything like suspicious has been burned here. And then
I'm just gonna wipe my hands off on the.
Curtains.
Are there any curtains? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wipe my hands off on the curtains.
Should we put a bookshelf in front of the door? Or is that
Take
our only
out-
escape out of
I
there?
take out my handkerchief and hand it to
Aw.
Matthews.
Thank you kindly. I appreciate it.
The shelf is like it's like built into the wall, so there's no chance of like moving it in front of the door. And
Any
looking
suspicious-looking books. You can maybe
Yeah.
pull.
Lane, what did Lane roll?
A 17.
A
But
17.
if that isn't quite high enough, let me know, because there is something I could maybe do.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
a monocle comes out.
Looking down here, it doesn't look like this is where Charles kept his like personal book
Okay.
or
Okay.
studies. These are mostly just like classics of like
Yeah. Like a
Little
leisure
House on the
room.
Prairie.
Kinda.
He,
Yeah, okay.
he loves Laura Ingalls Wilder. So you don't really see anything like weird down here. These are mostly just leisure books.
Hmm.
Okay.
These are for like if company is here, I guess. But no, there isn't really this place isn't like really weird.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all you find.
Beyond the
But if-
heat on the other side of the door.
That's a little toasty.
There's not really barking anymore, but I feel like with like how you're like being quiet and like trying to look at the books, you kind of hear like snuffling of like them trying to like smell. But like, and it is getting a little bit closer.
I really should have got passed without trace for this one.
Yeah. Someone. Anyone got Missy Step? Oh.
I got Misty Step, but that doesn't help with sneaking. Pass without trace with everyone plus 10. I'm a warlock and I don't got that spell.
We should move on to
Is
the
there-
next room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just scoot along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
We wrap ourselves with the fabric so we smell like the house.
Valentino's already like covered himself in charcoal
I'm
and
just
is like,
like,
this
I have-
was the plan. Yeah.
Or paint.
So you guys go into the next room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next room is also a little bit of a hallway, just from like that room to the bottom one. And going there, you see like a little end table in the corner, and then like a sort of like wardrobe-ish, like a cupboard there that's like kind of a bit more decorative, but and also a fireplace on this side, and then you can actually see through into the next room, along with like windows lining this hallway.
I'm so stressed.
You,
And
I feel like
take a look around and like roll like an investigation check or something.
yes, go ahead.
Okie doke.
Are you going through like the end table or the wardrobe, or are you just like looking around?
The wardrobe.
Okay.
I'll look through the end table.
If there's anything cute in there.
Lori's gonna walk down the hallway a little bit and like scope out, I guess.
I got a 12.
Okay. That still works because you open the wardrobe and there's like coats to the front, and you push them aside, and behind are these two gnomes, and they go, ah!
oh. Who might you two be?
Oh, and the little male gnome takes off his little like cap, and he's got like barely any hair left like on the top, but he's got like the side, and he's like graying a little bit, and he's like, I'm John Barrymore. This is my wife Eliza.
I would die for them.
Yeah.
Hello.
Why are you hiding? Or why are you still here? I thought everyone was gone.
Well, every time we try to leave, there's a bit of a dog problem at the moment. But we found that being in here, behind all the coats of Charles, they haven't really come up to here as much, and it's not too bad because, you know, they don't come near, so it don't get too hot. Please help.
Yeah.
Wait, okay,
of course.
Should we leave them here because they're obviously safe? Or should we take them with us, but then they might, if we have to fight the dogs, then we'll have to keep them safe while we fight the dogs, or if anything happens.
Can we tell where the dog is now?
Kind of. Actually, you can't really feel any specific heat. It mostly just feels hot because, like, you guys are being chased and you guys are, like, a little bit, like, adrenaline filled, from this. So you can't really tell. It doesn't feel, like, intense behind you right now.
We're okay for now.
Well, this complicates things a touch, but
We could break a window, maybe. And if you have acrobatics, just clock you out. I mean, it's one way to go. Up to you, really.
We're only on the first
John
floor.
just, like, holds Eliza a little bit.
I'm sorry.
You could just lower them down. You could just lower them down on the first floor.
You know what? I'm gonna stand over here. Just you got.
Just look at the corner, Lori. The decorum.
Oh, the wallpaper.
Just, like, lightly smacks Lori in the leg. Be like, don't be rude.
I'm trying to help. I'm sorry.
Disrespectful.
I thought easiest way out.
Do we perhaps
you
want
out.
to see if there is a way to open these windows?
Not as far as I know right now.
We could
Or just
wrap
break
them.
it.
We could wrap them in the coats, take them
mean,
with us, and if something happens, just hide.
None of the main floor windows really open too wide. They might open like 3 or 4 inches
Pick up a chair.
just to
Oh my
alleviate.
God. Just to let the
through the
dogs
window.
over here. Just
I
let
could
the
just
dogs
no
right
chairs
here.
in here. There's no
I
chairs
do have-
in here.
I do have shatter as a
scary?
spell.
No, that makes noise. That makes so much noise.
yes,
All of these options
quite
make
so.
so much noise.
Shut up. I'm gonna
Like,
shut up.
Eliza raises her hand a little. That might be a good idea. I mean, I don't know how I don't know if there's just 1 dog or 2, maybe 3, but I know I've seen stuff outside. Sometimes it could be imagination, it could be reflection,
So-
it could be me being trapped in a closet for 2 days.
So you're saying there might
You know
be
what?
dogs outside? Or other things
Maybe.
outside? So throwing
Do
you
you
outside
run
will not
fast?
be good, though.
Do I
Are
run
you
fast?
confident that you can outrun a dog?
Have you taken the fitness gram pacer test lately?
Can I pick
I
up?
think they do that outside of
Can I
school.
pick up
Video.
one of the coats that is hanging in the closet, and possibly rip it. Is there any way I could like shred the coat?
Yeah, give me like a strength check.
Use your little
Goblin
goblin
man.
claws.
It's
Got
like a
little goblin
DC.
Little
claws.
It's like a
goblin man.
DC 5.
I said what?
It's like a DC 5. Like break a 5 and you'll be fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got a 13.
All right. So you
Alright.
just like tear it in half by the seams. What are you trying to do with the coat?
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do those pieces off, and then I'm gonna try to make like a strip of fabric or something small. I can wrap it around them, in a way that they can like have it like wrapped around their shoulders like a scarf or something along those lines. So it's kind of covering them, so that like I'm explaining this to them as I'm like putting it over. It's like, these coats seem to have protected you from the dog. Perhaps if we cover you in the fabric, we break the window. There's a chair in the last room. If we shatter that window, toss the chair through it, then we toss you out of it. Then you two run as fast as your little legs can carry you, and you don't look back.
I can take my.
lose our jobs or lose our lives. Let's go.
I can take. It's okay. I will send my bird with
Oh,
you, and my bird can help protect you. I can cast spells wherever she is, and I can see her very far. So she will keep an eye on you until you guys are out of range.
before we
What?
do that, it may be pertinent to maybe distract the hounds first.
Break 2 windows.
Well, that could be an option if we could break the windows in different areas of the house.
I do
There
have my
are,
illusion if
oh,
you think
5
something
of
like
us?
that might work.
Those
I
of you
can go-
capable of casting magic, what are you
I can
able
cast
to
a
do?
pretty big illusion. Some could call it a major illusion, perhaps.
Why does that have like Dr. Evil energy? It's like major illusion.
So, how
But I
many
can-
more coats are in the closet as well?
There's like 6 or 7 coats.
While we're figuring this out, Valentino is also going to be tossing coats to everyone in the party.
Yeah, sure.
Put it on.
Doesn't
Put it
match
on.
my outfit. That's
Put it on.
It's I don't like wool. Fine. It's fascist.
Okay, I've got an idea. I will go past cast the spell, and it lasts for some time. I cast some big illusion, and perhaps in the living room if I can get through and just come back in. While you guys work on getting them outside, and then once I've casted it, I will get back here and leave my bird with the gnomes so that my bird can watch the gnomes, and then the gnomes will run away hopefully, and they'll be safe when they're running away. And my bird will make sure that they get out safely, and we can continue on as normal.
The way
You think
Lydia.
being invisible will help you, Vidya?
That would probably be pretty darn helpful if I got to go run out there and cast a spell.
Okay, so Laurie's gonna take his little gloved hand, and he's gonna cast invisibility on Vidya. So it's up to an hour.
Oh, fog.
For second level.
If the thing about invisibility is if you cast a spell, it'll disappear.
No way it'll cast a spell when I do major. Wait,
Yeah.
how about Laura? You come with me and
Might help, yeah.
Okay,
It might help you get into position.
Yeah, that might help me get into position
Yeah.
to cast it, and then I can just be hidden and just be quiet.
Okay,
Oh,
how
yeah.
small are you, Vidya?
I'm 5'3", 5'2".
Laurie's gonna pick you up.
Oh, what?
He's gonna pick you
What's
up,
happening?
and then he's gonna. It's just don't worry, I got you. Don't worry.
Okay.
And then he's gonna cast invisibility on himself. Would that work? Because he's kind of tall, and so like she wouldn't. He can just like peek out of the
Like,
corner
hiding me
and like
behind
Vidya.
you?
Yeah.
What?
Well, like
You got
and
like
like
the horns. You can hold on.
yeah. Tiefling
You-
double tiefling power. Let's go.
Power.
You could also
Yeah.
just cast it at a 3rd level and make you both invisible.
I don't have it at a 3rd level.
You don't have 3rd level spells?
I do, but not
Right.
that one.
Tiefling
Oh,
Megazord. Tiefling Megazord.
you can choose to cast
Yeah.
spells at a higher level.
It just says 2nd level.
Like if you scroll down to your third level
Yeah,
spells,
regardless
you
of what
don't
it
see
says in D&D Beyond. Regardless of what it says in D&D Beyond, there should, if you click on like the overall description, there'll be a thing being like, when you cast this with a spell slot, 3rd level or higher.
So you just check off the spell slot as if it
Yeah.
was a third level spell. And then you
Yeah,
make
so
both of us
you just
invisible.
pick, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can cast it at a 3rd level and then make up both of us invisible. Good magic.
Take us
If you
with
can't
you.
tell.
We're all learning here.
All right, so I can do that.
Okay,
Okay.
go for
Should
it
I-
then.
I don't need to roll for it, right? Because it's just
No, it just does it. I'm willing, so it's fine.
yeah.
It
So
makes
it's just
you
concentration.
invisible.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna use that at 3rd level. I'm gonna touch myself. All
right. How
Sorry.
confident are you? How confident is Lori in casting this?
Oh my god.
50-50 shot. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's never casted this before.
Okay, then roll a wisdom saving throw, and DC is 10. So just get above a 10.
Okay. Wisdom.
I don't know what this is. I'm scared.
Oh, it was a 15.
Oh, okay.
Video's just going.
Adrenaline's
Yes,
pumping.
yes.
Yes, you have like Vidya believing, and like you, while like
Tiefling power,
are like a
tiefling
little
power.
uncertain, you're like, I can, and you do.
Cool.
So it works.
Got Vidya right here. Let's go, Vidya.
Let's go.
Let's go,
Yeah.
lesbian. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. So, go ahead.
All right.
So
So we're doing a 2
So-
for 2. You guys window thing.
Yeah.
I leave my bird here. We're gonna go distract. Break.
I'm gonna use my Kylo and bear for a prop.
Oh, there we go.
Let's
That
go,
is me. That is me.
Who has the highest strength?
Not me.
No.
Oh,
What
I
is
do
my
believe
Not
none
me
of
either.
us.
Wait.
Mm.
Who doesn't
What's
have
your
a
strength?
minus? How about
You
that?
two
Who
could
doesn't
I
have
think
a
Really?
that we
minus?
should
Doesn't
try
care.
to successfully break the window.
Who doesn't
I have a
minus?
+2.
Oh,
I have a
higher
+2 strength. The twink is the biggest one.
the sickly Victorian
I've got
boy.
negative
comes-
1.
Victorian
Black
boy.
negatives.
That was
I have a 0. A
Okay,
zero.
I have a
zeros are
negative
good.
1.
Zeros
Alright,
are good.
go
Zeros
for
no
it.
bad
Lori's
or good.
useful. Lori's
for it.
useful.
Lori,
So I'm
you're with
invisible.
us. You're with us. We gotta go do this. So I guess
Okay, do you
y'all
want
have
me to
fun
break
with
the window?
or you can do shatter.
Best
though.
of luck.
Never mind, you already cast the spell. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Have
Let's go.
fun.
Let's go, Vidya. You're quite light. It's
I'm
incredible.
pretty small. I think I'm mostly bones.
Most of. Yeah. All right. Where am I going?
Like a bird, she has hollow bones.
Yeah.
I'm like a bird. I only fly away.
Okay, so plan is being enacted. So the plan is to distract the dog and also crash a window.
Eat the gnomes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, where are you crashing the window? Just in that hallway? Or
No,
in
I
the-
was gonna say going back. We would, as they run out there, we run back to the sitting room
Mhm.
because there is a chair there.
Yes.
Lift up the chair, throw it
Okay.
through the window, and then we throw the gnomes.
Okay. So give me a strength check. Because I feel like Valentino.
Am I gonna lift up the chair?
Yes. Give me a strength check.
Or the chair.
Girl, man.
You see
Like
12.
Stitch coming out.
Could Lane possibly help me so I get advantage?
Yes, okay.
Okay,
Lane
yes,
will
then you-
assist you
then-
in lifting the chair up onto your
Yeah.
shoulders.
So you can take advantage.
Okay,
Since
cool,
you're getting
cool,
We're bonding.
Wow. Teamwork makes the dream work. Marco's
That's
just watching.
20, baby!
Diane has all his
Whoa!
goblin energy, and also Lane like picking up to make sure he doesn't lose balance. Like, freaking throws the chair
That's for
through
your
the
head.
Goblin, you're the
window.
Hulk.
He's just like, this is for my life. He's like
He sees a
channeling
happy
her
marriage.
memory.
Yeah.
And the window like completely crashes. And you guys also pick up Mr. John and Eliza and like football them through the window. And
No.
then like they tumble, like they go like 15 feet. And then they like start rolling because like this house is a bit on a hill. So they're just like rolling down the hill. And it's like still raining. And then like you see them like stand up a little bit and then just like start running. So they're getting away.
I think they were right.
After they run away, Valentino's gonna turn back to the other two and be like, my wife would have thought that was so sick.
Well, I am
Gratia
happy for
is
you.
following after the gnomes, keeping an eye on them. I'm not seeing
Can
her,
we
but she's
leave?
keeping an eye.
Can we leave the room? Like, can we immediately get to a different room
we-
where
yeah,
there wasn't
yeah.
a loud noise? Yeah, okay. I can
Are
do
you
the other
trying to do it stealthily or dex? Well,
Oh,
actually, I
fast.
feel like you'd have to do dex. because
Yeah.
you did do something just very unstealthy.
Definitely.
Yes.
Another stealth check?
Yeah. No, another dex check.
Dexterity.
Just to try. Okay.
Yes.
19.
Nice. Oh, that face.
22.
Ooh.
7.
It's
All right.
majority a pass.
So like
It
Lane
mostly
helps
works.
you throw this chair, and then like help throw this chair, and then Eliza, and then like Margot threw John, and like Valentino's just basking in the fact that he lifted this big chair so well, and like he's like, my wife, and then Margot and Lane immediately like dart for the door to the hallway next to you, and Valentino's just like, oh, and then
Oh.
follows over not too long after that. So then Lori and Vidya,
Mhm.
your plan of drawing off the dogs, are you doing it from that door next to the drawing room, or are you like moving invisibly somewhere else?
Mhm. So
I'm
to
wherever
understand the way
Vidya's
that,
directing me.
invisibility works, will it be gone when I cast a spell, even though I didn't cast it? For me
It's a
anyway?
concentration for me, so as long as the spell doesn't like sparkly for me.
Well, the moment the person who is invisible takes an action, like that changes something, like an attack or a cast a spell, etc., it drops for them.
So I would stop
Yeah.
being invisible.
Just hold you really high up out of reach of dog.
Listen, if you put me like, it probably worked better if we casted it after I'd done it.
Well,
Too late.
we're stuck here.
Or we'll do this. We figured it out. Wait.
Figure it out,
This
Vidya.
is happening
Figure it out.
before
You're
that,
shaking me
that
up.
moment of the chair and the throwing.
Yeah, I think
If anything, I can toss you as you
you
No, I'm not
I
tossing
cast
you.
it
I'm
and
not
we just
tossing
start
you.
booking it. I cast
Yeah,
it
okay.
and we just run.
He's fast.
So,
Twinkle.
so are
Wow.
you
Some real
doing it
speed.
outside of the little drawing room, or are you passing invisibility and then like trying to move somewhere else?
What do you?
Like, are you just doing this outside the drawing room?
Outside of the room that the two the gnomes in, basically? Is that what room the drawing
Yeah.
room is? Okay. Outside that room is the living room, right? Like the main area?
Yeah, like the main entrance area.
Yeah. We're casting it in the main entrance area. I
Okay.
think. I'm
Um.
understanding rooms.
Yeah.
Quite
As you
small.
yes, as you go out to this like main little entrance area.
My method before my method is that I want to just stay in the drawing room and look out because all I need is to see. I need to be able to see where I'm
Okay.
casting it, and then I'm casting it.
Okay.
We're gonna have a Simba moment.
Yeah, just my
Can you
eyes.
see, Vidya?
Move me a little to the left.
What do your blind
To the
tiefling eyes see?
When in doubt, we cast invisibility twice time. Easily.
Okay. Then.
yeah.
Okay. Then you look out and you see nothing. You don't see any dogs
Yeah.
out there. And like feeling like the heat of the room, you don't feel like it's that hot. Actually, if anything, you feel like it's more above you.
Oh.
Not in the room.
So nothing
Uh-oh.
in this room. It looks like it may be on the second floor is where they are.
Yes.
We want to maybe look around this room while we're here and invisible then, since they aren't here and we don't need to cast it. We just tell them that we did and that was very cool and very amazing, and then the dogs went away.
I mean, if you won't tell, I won't tell.
Exactly. Okay, let's see if there's anything cool in this room.
All right.
Since
Alright.
before we just kind of had to run through the foyer, we didn't actually get a chance to look
Yeah.
around. Video's gonna look for
Okay.
anything that might be important or helpful.
Okay.
Can I
So-
push you down now,
Yeah,
or did?
Unless we're gonna look together, I mean, we.
I mean, if it's whatever you want, it's fine.
I do
You two
like
are still
being
invisible,
tall.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we're
like
so-
being
until-
tall.
I mean, unless doing like a perception or investigation check will
No.
negate
No.
the spell.
No.
Okay, then
Um,
Lori's gonna do it invisible, I guess.
Yeah, we'll
And
stay
I
invisible.
think-
It's an hour. Let's be.
I do think though, if you're like trying to help Vidya, I feel like I won't give advantage because you are doing the concentration, and that's like already taking up like a little bit of like half
that's
your
fine.
brain.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
We'll just look around. I'm looking for anything that might be helpful or important about the dogs or
Okay.
about the house.
So creeping out, you see like the two little tables side by side of like the staircase going up, and you can see a little bit upstairs of like the railing around the top. And you can see that there is also like a glass ceiling port like bit that like you can see like lightning flashing every few seconds. And Vidya, perception or investigation with you guys looking around this
I will do
area.
investigation, I believe.
Okay.
nice. Laura's gonna be on lookout as well, just in case,
16.
Okay. So actually, something that Gratia maybe missed because of like just the big dogness
That was
of
a
it
little
all.
bit in there.
Yeah. The table, like, that's closer to the kitchen next to the staircase, there is actually a little shine that's, like, illuminated mid, like, lightning flash. You can't quite see what it is. It looks pretty circular, and definitely metallic.
I'm seeing something that is flashing off light weirdly.
Yeah, it's, like, reflecting light.
I'll touch it.
Okay.
I was getting such varying faces. I was just like,
yeah. That's what Vidya does in real life. She goes, touch it.
I touch it.
So you walk over a little slowly, and I will need you to give me a stealth roll. Well, actually, no, you're invisible, so I feel like you'll get a stealth with advantage.
Both of us or just her?
Just
think
her,
it's me 'cause
because
I'm just
she's
the
the
one
one
walking.
moving.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're all good. Oh, well, 17 plus 3, 30, 20.
Wow,
Ooh.
Sting.
All right, so like
I don't even know where I am.
Yeah, moving like only in the darkness and in between like lightning flashes that you can almost like feel coming. You reach out to like the table, and you can like see in the corner of your eye upstairs that there is like a dog moving past. That's like it in the other direction of like the staircase. And you like pick up this little circular thing, and it's like a little it is an iron circle cog. It's about like 6 inches like diameter, and like just a circle, and it's empty in the middle, but it looks a little out of place to just be sitting on this table. Nothing happens when you touch it.
Okay. Let's go back over to Lori. That's something suspicious.
Do I recognize the item?
No, I mean, you do recognize that it is like a mechanical cog. You can't
Mhm.
really recognize like, I mean, I feel like you'd have to
I could
roll
do.
something.
I could do a history check.
Yeah.
Do Arcana?
history.
Cool, because I have +6 in history.
Oh.
So that'll be 11 plus 6 of 17.
Okay. So looking at it, you can tell it being around like Bonnie and Phelan, like cleaning mechanical objects and like just Bonnie messing around with like mechanical things in general. You understand that this is like not something. You understand that this isn't something delicate. That this is
Okay.
something that is meant to withstand, like, this... I'm trying to think of how exactly to explain this,
Mm-hmm.
but this is something that, with it missing from whatever it's from,
Mm-hmm.
the thing won't work.
Okay.
It seems very important.
Cool.
I can spin it on my finger.
I recognize that thing.
Do.
I'm just gonna relay everything that I
Yeah.
heard from God, apparently, in my brain. The video.
This might be very important for the item that we need to find.
Maybe. Or whatever it is that makes this house tick, apparently.
So keep it. Do you think we should head back to the others now?
If you want, we're still invisible. So,
Do a little dance party. Okay.
nice.
Crashing noise in the background.
Oh!
Alright.
So there, you hear the crash of like the window and the chair, and Valentino going, "My wife."
I think when we hear that, we'll pause for like a couple just to see if the hounds are coming
Yeah.
back down. So I'm ready to cast a spell if they do come down.
There is like a bark directly above you, but you don't hear it like running or moving or like clacking of like nails against wood.
Okay.
You just hear it like growling, and like it barked that once and is like growling.
Did Gratia hear anything when the dogs were coming towards her first time?
Well, Gratia went with the gnomes. Is she coming back right
The
now?
first time that Gratia went,
Oh.
did Gratia hear them move? Did they make claws hit the ground and
no.
make a noise?
No, she didn't hear that, but when you guys were in the kitchen, you could hear like a little, like a slight amount of noise.
Okay, so it's not like they're not making sound.
No.
They're just not coming right now, so I can kind of guess. Okay. I think that we're good.
Yeah.
Head back and maybe have everyone keep moving.
To me. Yep.
Just kind of scoot on
okay.
back. Come back, guys. We look very
walks
cool.
out of the
It was
room.
amazing.
Yeah.
We did so much. The monsters are so scared. We are awesome and amazing and did everything great. It was great. It was awesome. Cast like 7 spells.
So moving back into the hallway, the other 3 of you have been like waiting to see if like something is coming after, and then like Lori and Vidya both just like
Here.
pop back into existence of like
Oh, how are the
Jazz
gnomes doing,
hands.
by the way? Did they get far? Are they good?
they got to like the tree line, and they were just like walking along back to the town. It didn't seem like anything was like chasing them.
Actually, I can come on back.
Yeah.
I think they made it there safely, and me and Lori were very amazing. I also found this thing. Might be important.
Mechanical.
Yeah.
It seems to be part of a mechanism of some sort and is
What a
important
cog is,
enough.
correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
generally speaking,
I'm
cogs
aware.
are-
I'm aware of that. I clearly do that all the time. It's very important, and good that you all know. Glad
Okay,
I-
do you have any idea what it might be for?
Absolutely not.
Understood.
I
Well,
think
let's
it
all
could go
keep
to
an
the
eye
thing
out.
that we need to find. It might be the
seems
thing that makes it
important.
work.
Lane, I think I want you to roll a history check on this as well.
Understood. That's cocked.
Ascot.
Oh no.
That looks
That's
like
not
it
very
hurts.
good.
That looks like
Yeah.
it hurts, Fergus.
That's a solid 9.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
9. That's a
yeah,
good
you-
9.
You feel like this is like familiar to you, but you're not sure where you might have seen it before. Of like, you feel like this is like something that was like right on the edge of your brain, but
Mhm.
like you can't. The more you think about it, you can't really like grasp what it was.
Okay.
Very frustrating.
Okay.
So you guys are
Oh.
in this little hallway.
Well, our intention is still to get to the 2nd floor. Do we know where the dogs are?
Second
Above us.
floor.
Oh,
Hey,
wonderful.
I saw a
Actually,
faint movement right above where we were, kind of.
Yeah.
We saw it through the glass. Did we see it through the glass? Or
Uh, you mean upstairs, or
Yeah, you said that we saw
when we were there,
movement.
Oh,
we
yeah,
saw the
on
dog
the-
move.
there's like the railing around like the 2nd floor? You could see like a little bit of movement, like the very slowness
Mhm.
above,
Mhm.
moving away.
Yeah.
But as you're like talking about this, you can hear the barking more clearly, and it's
Ah.
actually there's 2. Because there's one upstairs, and then there's one that's like moving away from the second one. And you can't tell where, but there's 2.
I think we should perch in a new room. Not in this hallway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go down.
Sounds like a plan.
Down the hallway. That door down the hallway is looking pretty scrumdiddlyicious right now. Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
We can further the
Okay, so
discussion.
you guys go into...
Am I still wearing the coat that Valentino made me put on that clashes with my outfit?
Oh, it
I
clashes
think
so
so,
bad,
yeah.
I think.
It's
I think
like
it's
a
like a different
bathrobe.
pattern. It's a whole different pattern.
If you
refuse to
take it
wear
off, Valentino will hit you.
Lane never put his on.
Lane,
He's like, why am I the only one wearing this? It's
wearing
atrocious. Well, sorry, I didn't see you.
Listen,
Why
you-
am Valentino and I the only one wearing them?
We all wearing them?
you students
I thought
listen
we
to
were.
your faculty. I'll do what I want to do.
I'm an adult.
Okay,
I
big
take mine
man.
off.
I don't know what a
do
cog
what I
is.
I'm an adult. Take mine off.
You guys get eaten by dogs. I am killing no one, and you just vanish.
I don't know. You'll
He
just
said, I
probably
don't
get...
have enough time for that paperwork.
Don't
School
worry
will
about
be like, "What happened to the children, Valentino?" And I'll be like, "What children?
Valentino, remember.
Only no bitches."
Yeah,
As-
Valentino, you remember, you're a college professor. What happens to us is not your problem.
Do you have tenure yet?
You have tenure, yeah.
I think I
Do you-
care about this job.
You think I know what I teach?
Point was made. All right.
What subject?
Valentino is definitely here knowing what he teaches. Absolutely.
What subject does
Alright.
he teach?
He's a real teacher.
Laurie's gonna adjust
That's
his
fine.
atrocious jacket and just, I guess, walk.
Yes. So there is something that happens not too long after just like you're like walking into the next room below that. That was
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, the
Um,
bottom left.
Yeah. Not too long after that, there is I need you to roll dexterity.
All of us?
Lori.
Everyone?
No, just
Oh,
Lori,
Lori.
because you said you were the
Lori.
first going in there.
I got too excited. Oh, that's the one. It's my negative.
What you do?
Lori
No.
trips on the rug and falls face
tripping.
first.
No,
It's okay.
he actually
No,
he
God
actually,
tells you what you do.
No.
What did you roll?
Yeah, no.
you feel,
1,
you
so it's a
feel-
1.
Not a
Um,
dirty one.
You move to like just step
Okay.
through the doorway, but your foot gets caught on a tripwire. And as you move over, there's a high note that pierces the air.
Oh.
Not in the room, but in the room above you. There's a high whistle and then a howl immediately after
Fuck.
from like another part of the
no.
room.
Lori's like,
Not another part of the room.
what
the
did
house.
you do?
And with
I
that,
sauntered
think
and
it's time for a
sauntered too
break.
late.
Oh, yay. Oh, wonderful.
Everybody go get
Okay.
some, go to the
Good, so
potty, go
great.
get a
Yes.
snack. We're going on break. We're back for 10 minutes. Please enjoy the art break during this time.
Yeah.
All the lovely art submissions. Submit art. We'll be changing that up soon. We get some water. We'll see you guys in a bit.
I need more tea.
one moment.
Okay, and we're back.
Okay.
I had just already swapped in, and I was just like, but we're back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What snack did everyone get and/or liquid?
I got
I-
Takis.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I still
Water.
have peach Red Bull.
I'm gonna
Oh.
finish. Peach Red Bull tastes like fruit.
I'll
And
pull that
once
sandwich.
I finish that,
I got M&Ms.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Red
water.
Bull, Red Bull. Pretty sweet.
Mm.
Okay, so, last we left our group, we had just gotten down into the drawing room at the bottom of the first floor. And Laurie, the suave, debonair, Victorian sickly boy that he is, he accidentally tripped over a tripwire.
I sauntered
Alright.
right into a trap.
And as that was tripped, a third howl was heard throughout the house. And going into this, you feel a heat increase in the house with that howl. There's also like scratching of like nails on wooden floors, like scratching around the upstairs as one of these hounds leaves one of the upstairs rooms that he was apparently just spawned in, and is like moving around, snuffling, gaining his bearings, as you can also hear like one of the other dogs like sort of like growling and like barking, coming to interact with him. So that's what you hear upstairs.
Cool. They got friends now.
Yeah, folks.
So what are you guys doing?
Laura's just gonna go fuck really quickly. Just
Well, this has just gone incredibly poorly.
Hmm.
what would we like to do now, gang?
I guess moving.
Well, we have to go upstairs.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. I don't think we have a choice. I think they know that. That's why they're not really.
Coming down.
Yeah. They know what they want.
Actually, you
Oh.
can feel like one of the heat signatures. You can feel it like moving farther away towards more like the room that like the chair and the crash was.
Oh, okay.
On our floor.
Yes,
Yeah.
on
Okay.
your
So
floor.
it's coming. We had to
Okay.
keep moving. Is there anywhere to even go? Any doors?
Yeah.
In the room
The
that
only
we're
other
in.
door is back
You guys
into the
do
floor.
know that the staircase is right out there.
Okay.
Does anyone have anything they can do that might help? Were we to encounter one of these hounds?
I can cast. I can either make them blind or deaf. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Potentially?
Good.
I still have my
Attempt-
illusion. I
Margot
didn't
could
do
attempt to
it.
do something.
Margot, what?
I could attempt to give it a nice pat.
Yeah.
If you think, yeah.
If not, we could have someone at the ready behind you to get you out of there. You know, do a little magic moment. I'm not a dog person, so I would not be against just like kicking it maybe in the snout, whichever you want.
If
Up to you, really.
You want to go do it? I can get you out of there pretty quick. My method of
Or
getting you
that.
out there would hurt them, though. So I would assume that it would mean fighting time. Understep.
Let,
Does damage when I leave, but I can take one person with me to teleport.
let's see how we go.
All right.
Plan A is
Yeah.
negotiation, I suppose, is what we would
Happy.
describe it as.
What do the adults think here? What does
We're all
Valentino think?
adults.
I'll have you know that
We're all
I'm
adults. I'm like 20
25
years old.
years
We're
old.
all adults.
I'm
Well, I need an
All
adult.
legal
So
purposes.
Valentino,
are
what do
an
you
adult,
think?
Lori?
I did not right now. No.
No.
I think we don't really have.
Oh god.
oh my god.
God damn it.
We got so much more.
Mike's acting up.
Okay,
bitch.
there we go.
Oh, no.
That sounded
Okay.
Because
good.
it
That
died
sounded
on
great.
me and I have to plug it in.
Oh, well, that sound is lovely.
So if I just dip, died again.
Okay, they sound
Um,
lovely right now. There's no sound at all.
Yeah, it's great.
because I had to plug it in. Plug it. It sounds
Gotcha.
like shit. I completely forgot what I was gonna say, so I'm just not gonna say anything.
All right, so the adult says now.
Valentino is lost in thought, still thinking about his wife.
All right, let's go with the plan that we decided. I guess try to befriend him.
Alright.
All right.
Margot, go.
Okay. Yes,
Your
I
time to
suppose Margot
shine.
checkpoint will be right
Get
behind
my
you.
petting hands ready.
Crack your hands.
Up
They're
the
just like,
stairs
oh,
we go.
these are my petting mitts.
So, if we pop out into the foyer and run up the stairs, does anything happen, or are we good to just...
So you guys are just like trying to run first.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the general consensus.
So then you gotta either choose stealth or dex. Everyone's either gotta do one.
Either fast or...
Either.
They already know we're here, so
Yeah.
just deck.
Let's just be quick
Okay.
about
I'll
it.
do deck. I'll do stealth because it's not negative.
Oh, do we
my
get to choose, or do we all
god!
do this time?
Listen, negative only matters so much if you roll low. Can hurt
We
you.
got a dirty 20.
Among us. Dex.
Oh. 10.
Okay.
So I'm just adding dex modifier. Just
Yeah.
I got 3. Wait, no.
Okay.
Got my
6. I
third
didn't
nat
add.
one of the night.
6.
Does that mean you got -2?
Who?
Or
I also got a 3.
Miz, you said you had a negative for dex.
No, I did stealth. I was gonna do stealth
Oh.
because it's a 0, and I was like, it's better than negative.
Oh.
Nat 1.
Yeah. Negatives
Okay.
hurt, but sometimes you can roll a 2 and it doesn't quite matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Lori's stressed.
yes. The problem with Lori is that his heart is beating so hard in his chest that he can't actually tell if he is being quiet, and he's not because he's so nervous.
And all of us are just like booking it, but Laura's just like,
Just like, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna like if I can't be fast, I'm gonna be quiet. And so Margot actually like leads the pack first, like being really quick up the stairs, and she's not all the way up the stairs. She's like more near the bottom. But who else rolled dex?
I rolled the
I got a
6.
10.
Okay. And a 3. Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
the rest of you are much less sure in your ability because like there's another one out there. Another one.
Another one.
And so like
Another one.
Or the myth
I
had the
saw Miz
audacity
taking
to
a
take
drink
a
and
sip.
I was like
You should never have liquids. It's not safe.
Getcha.
I'm thirsty.
It's too bad.
It's too damn bad.
So, everyone else is much less stealthy.
I wasn't trying to be
And
stealthy,
so-
I was trying to be fast. I was on dex.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
All of us did dex except
Yeah.
for Lori.
everyone
am
is
speed.
not as fast as Margot and only just like got out of the room. And then as Margot is on the stairs and you guys are down there, the door to the upper like study in the corner of the first floor, there's like scratches on the door. Not on the outside, like you can hear scratches of like a dog trying to get out, but it doesn't open that way, so it can't actually get out. But like the scratches are getting more aggressive.
No opposable thumbs.
Yes. Aha. And you can't Margot, you can't, yeah, I'll just say you can't see like the dogs upstairs like around the railing. You see no indication of them like sitting up there, but it is
Okay.
also pretty dark. So if you do want to roll perception, then
I would like to, yeah.
okay.
12.
Okay, with the flashes of lightning, it is still hard to tell if there is anything moving around up there, and because, like, you know that they don't move fast, if, like, they do see, like, their own prey, then, like, you can't really see anything that indicates, like, a clear dog outline up there.
Okay.
Yeah, and you also don't hear growling up there either, though. So yeah, and then you guys can roll Dex or Stealth again.
Are we on the second
Fear.
floor?
Oh yeah, are we on the second floor?
Margot is almost up to the second floor, so you can put up the map now.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
But this is just to get like what is it gonna be like when you actually get up there now, of like whether you're gonna be there fast or stealthy.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Think-
Dex.
At this point, I'm going stealthy, but that's still only an 8.
That's a 5.
Mm.
A natural 2 is what I got. Great.
I did Dex and I got another dirty 20.
I also
Oh,
got a
hell
dirty
yeah.
20.
Okay. Yes, Margot
Nice.
is up there in a flash and it like looks around, still doesn't see anything, but she is like on the second floor and is taking a look around at the doors around her. There are 5 doors. Yes, there's 5 doors around the landing, and there's one that is across from her that she cannot see. Like it's a very odd door. You can't see a handle from where you see it.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Do I like hear anything on the other side of that door?
No, you don't really hear anything on the other side of that door.
Okay.
There is still like rain and like clashing of thunder every once in a while, so that might be interfering with it.
Okay.
All right, so everyone is at the top of the stairs. You either just like got there eventually and you're not taking in as much as you would have just because it is a very stressful moment of like dogs. Normally dogs don't give this much anxiety to you. So, looking around, do you want to what do you want to do now?
Just everyone.
Yes.
What is that door without like a handle?
So,
Where is that?
looking across the way, you also see this door without a handle, and roll a investigation check.
Me?
Yes.
My God.
I don't know if that's good or
Your
bad.
dice really said, no, you are not a detective.
Yeah. The moment
Yeah.
the break happened,
You
that's
may
gonna
not
be
detect.
11.
That's an 11. It feels very familiar. For a second, it feels like you're on the verge of connecting two things.
Can I so as I'm like trying to inspect this, and I'm not really getting it, I think the glass of my monocle flashes over. I'm going to use my Pact of the Talisman to add a D4 to an ability check.
Go for it.
Incredible.
Come on, give me a 4. That wasn't a 4. So that was a 2 for 13 total. I don't know if that changes it.
So there's like a slight spark in the back of your head that's like this something you stop focusing on the lack of the handle and you realize that there's like an indent in the door, but you can't, it's like too far away to actually figure out what the indent is.
Okay.
And to the accidentally exited out of the map. To the right, you do hear like the growling, the snuffling, behind the nearest door to the right on the map.
Okay. Is anyone else going to do anything?
Can we do anything, or are we?
There's like some doors around you there's like 5 doors around the landing at the top, and
Okay.
the one closest to the right of the staircase in reference to like the map, that's where like the growling and the snuffling, and you can feel intense heat on that side of you.
Where is the handleless door, the one with the indent?
That is right across from the top of the stairs. And
Okay, so it's like at the
Yeah.
bottom of the map.
yeah, bottom left.
Bottom
That
left,
door.
okay.
Can I cast find traps?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sweet.
Might be useful. In this
Walk past
situation.
all the doors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get a metal detector, basically. Like, not that one. Not that one.
Not that one. That's dangerous.
Hey, we do have a rope. We can get rid of them traps.
Do I find anything?
Yes. You find like you see in like another flash of lightning, you see illuminated is another tripwire actually on either side of the stairs of like
Okay.
the landing.
I'm just gonna make everyone aware of those.
Yes.
And then Tino, how do you feel about getting rid of traps for us as our sneaky little rogue or whatever? Ooh. Your face! No, that might be your skill set or whatever. I don't know.
Yes, I know how to do that.
Yes, of course.
Dex plus proficiency.
X plus proficiency.
Okay, thank you.
Physical proficiency tools.
Thank you.
Stop! it's for me. It's like the Mighty
yeah.
Nine being like, tweet, tweet, bird, caca. It's just a bird on the way.
I can do that.
Okay, is that like an automatic thing, or do you need
roll
to roll
Dex
for
plus
that?
proficiency.
You roll.
Yeah. Okay.
D20.
And then whatever the DC is for the traps, you gotta beat it.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Great.
Trap number
So
1!
it's not tripped, but it is not deactivated. It's just kind of like stuck, I think. So you could roll again and try and deactivate it.
We all stand on like
Nice.
the opposite side away from the trap.
Lori the farthest.
16 this time.
16? Okay, yes, it is deactivated. You like see the gears that like are tripping it, and you just jam them, and then you cut the wire.
Cool.
Okay. And yeah, you probably get the other side knowing like that as well.
Best guys.
Do you do anything else while like so close to the ground and like
Like, where exactly were the tripwires? Like, in ratio to...
one was right past that first door. Like
What color room on the map?
okay,
light
right
gray
past
room,
the gray room,
square
the
room.
darker gray room,
Got you. Dark gray
and
room.
the dark blue room. Like right before that door.
Yeah,
So that's where those traps were.
the doors are kind of hard
so-
to see.
The one that has... The door with the first tripwire, the one you just explained, I just want to... Is there anything I can see, like, perception-wise? Is, like, if a room is trapped, there might be something in it?
For the dark gray room, or
You said the door the closest to us that was tripped, that had a tripwire just inside it?
it wasn't just inside it. It was like across the railing
Oh,
like,
okay.
the wall,
We couldn't even
and that
walk
was
that
like
way.
just past the room.
Mm.
Yeah,
Never mind then. I'm good.
it's good. So yes, you find those, and so yes, there's several rooms around you, and Valentino, you do get a closer look at that door with the indents in it. Actually, there 3 circular indents in it, and it looks very mechanical.
Interesting.
Who has the cog?
I have
I
one
think-
cog.
Yeah,
Need 2
Vidya.
more.
Right. We compare it to
Seem like it fits.
head.
Yes. I'll say, just like looking at it and looking at the size and putting it in. It is the largest cog of the 3, and it does fit in, but you do see that it does need those 2 others, it looks like, to activate the latch of the actual door.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go find it.
As we go hunt.
Can I go to one of the doors to the room, like on the opposite side of where we feel the heat from?
Yes.
Which room is the heat, if we're going by color rooms?
If we're going by rooms, it's the dark gray room with the stairs.
Okay, so I want to go to the blue room. Opposite side of the way, yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna
then
try that door. Going on over
Then
there.
what are you doing to try and find this cog? Like, where are you looking?
I want to go in the room, basically, because we haven't gone in anything, so I want to go in the room,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to be searching around what's in the room, first of all, because we haven't gone inside, so what's in there?
So yes, there's a, like, big queen-sized bed that looks like it hasn't been slept in a long time. There's a fireplace in the wall, there's a wardrobe, and there's a pretty firm, like, big desk crammed into the corner with, like, several books on it, along with some papers.
So I'll check the desk. I'm going to search around for...
Okay.
I'm specifically looking for this cog.
Yeah, so...
I go into the green room.
Yes, you can go into the green room. So, Vidya, roll for investigation.
Do the cogs like look purely physical, or do they have like a magical thing that lets them unlock it?
There is like a magical aspect to well, I need you to roll Arcana.
Oh, damn.
Don't try and get information from me, Bucko.
I got an 18 on my search.
18. So you go through the drawers of the desk and the papers and the books, and among like the books, actually in between 2 of them, there's like a very thin cog that is quite small and like silver, and looks like it's almost like it almost looks delicate, but it is a very firm metal. So you found a cog.
I rolled a 9.
For Arcana.
I assume I don't know shit.
Yeah,
How do you spell
you
Arcana?
are like so you sort of know that this does have some magical aspects to it. Beyond that, you can't really tell like the specifics of how they might work.
Can I roll Arcana?
Yes. Yeah. Are you staying by the metal door?
Lane is.
Yeah, but Margot, are you staying by the metal door?
She'll go into the room.
No, you can't. It's locked. Like, are you just staying by the
Like,
door?
where are you
Yes,
standing?
then
We're all
yes.
staying in a hallway.
Sorry,
right?
I got lost
Okay.
a little bit.
Okay.
Laura's in the green room.
Y'all scattered.
Yeah. I got the cog and I'm heading on back to the door.
Yeah.
I'm a one thing and I'm good. Helped.
I got a 19 on Arcana.
Okay, so you understand that the components of the 3 cogs are all different. One of them is like, it seems like this door actually could open to any Baskerville of like full blood. Like, that just works for them. But if you aren't, then you need these 3 cogs to open the door. Otherwise, it will not open.
Nice.
Like, it cannot be forced by like strength, or like unless you like completely destroy the door, you wouldn't be able to get in.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and then do I find anything in the green room?
Did you roll investigation?
I haven't yet. I was wondering. I was going to ask if I do investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Are you looking?
Investigation?
Where are you looking?
I'm looking for 2 things. Either something like the cog, or something like that, or something that I recognize.
Okay.
What is my investigation? +4. That'll be 14.
You don't find too much in here. You find a couple of letters, also talking about Scarlet Arcana and like the deposit under the house, how it can like reflect heat and how it can like have negative effects of like
Can I pocket
anger.
those?
Yeah, you can pocket those. And you don't really find much in the way of cogs in here. So you don't really
Okay.
find one of those.
Is there anything else Arcana related about the house?
This is the personal study, and this is like a different investigation. So I think you need to roll again.
Okay. Wait, that's +4.
We have 2 cogs now,
I've come back
Yeah.
to Lane, and I'm just like,
and
you did it. On the second
and
floor.
the info. Did Margot relay the info about what she knew?
Margo?
You did not.
Okay.
Rip.
Well, that's.
I come back with the cogs, and I stand on the second one.
Well, should we try it? Should we just give it an attempt and see what happens?
Yeah, let's try it. Experiment. Tries to put it in.
You put it in, and it fits perfectly. The other one also fits perfectly. It's just missing a clear middle piece.
Just needs one more.
Um,
Maybe the
And
others will
then-
find it. They seem to have scattered. Unless you have a
Lori,
thing. Unless you have a thing.
what was your second roll?
19.
Okay. Wait, and you were looking for
Arcana related things. So I can do
Okay,
another one to look for
Arcana-related?
more cog stuff if it's in there.
well, this is like Charles Baskerville's like personal study, so you do
Mhm.
find more specifically about Scarlet Arcana.
Okay.
You find some stuff of like, Scarlet Arcana often like attracts old draconic bloodlines because they like to stay warm. That's generally about what you find.
Okay. I'm gonna pocket those as well. Stuff them in my coat. And then I'm gonna do one last investigation to see if I miss a cog situation.
Okay, just like a general look
Just a
over the
general.
room. Then I think you need to do perception.
Great, because I got +8 in that.
Okay.
So
What
that's
room
an
haven't we checked?
that's
We
an
checked
11.
the blue
So
room and we checked the green. We haven't
19.
checked the red room if you want to go check that one out.
Well, I think because you have
That
to go
was a
through
what?
the grey.
Myth,
Which has
what
the
was,
cog.
Oh yeah,
what was
there's
the
no
roll?
door. There's no...
19.
19. Looking over, you do not see a cog in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna come out and he's gonna go, nothing in there of importance.
Um,
Just a study.
So there's also the light gray room, right? Is that the end? The
Well, that's
circle?
the one we're trying to
that's where
get
the mechanical
into.
door is.
Yeah, that's the
trying
one
to
we're
get into
trying
the
to get
light
into.
gray room. The dark gray room
Yeah.
is the one where the dogs are.
Fuck it, Lane's
Yeah.
going into the bathroom.
My
Okay.
man, if you find
It's an
that shit in the
American
You go
bathroom,
into this porcelain. You find the porcelain throne in here.
oh, stop.
We're being very thorough.
Oh wow, I forgot to actually draw a toilet in here. That's my
There's no
mistake.
toilet?
This house has no
I got
toilet.
8 tables but no toilet.
No wonder it's so
Wow.
cursed.
Wow.
8 tables, no toilet. The
Baskervilles?
Baskerville curse.
They don't shit.
They don't do shit. They don't shit. They ain't shit. And they gonna be shit.
Lydia needs to write
Okay.
this in her fan fictions. The world needs to know.
This is important lore.
The Baskervilles, they have no toilets. So going in here, you see nothing. There's actually no window in here, so you can't see anything really of note in here unless you were to like specifically look for it. And then, are you just going into the next room immediately?
Yeah.
Considering you just see a bathroom.
Yeah, because it's the dark grey one has the hound
Dogs
in
in it, yeah.
So I'm gonna go as close as I can without actually going into that room, and I'm gonna go through all the rooms just to look through them. So if I need to make
Okay.
any checks as I go through them.
Yes.
Let me know.
So
I would
for
like to be
the
following after.
small,
Just
okay,
Not doing
so
anything.
then-
I just want to follow so you're not alone.
smart. So in that bottom corner room, there is a window, and through like lightning flashes, you can tell this is like a child's playroom.
Well,
Oh.
if it's about like darkness and stuff, I can see up to 120 feet, just like normally
Damn.
in darkness,
Okay.
as if it was
So-
lit up.
Roll investigation with advantage, I think,
Ooh.
because like you can see perfectly in here.
That first roll was pretty good. The second roll was the exact same, so that's going to be a 23.
Nice.
Okay. So, looking through here, even without like any lightning or anything, you can see everything. You notice all the details you need to. And right on the corner, underneath the far corner of the rug in here, you see a sliver of light, of metal. And you see the last cog.
Get up.
Let's go.
All right. Picking it up, you realize that the door actually to the next room is open already.
Oh yay!
And staring out of the darkness are two red eyes seeing you pick this up.
Lane,
Not fun.
Lane, be a friend. Lane, be its friend. Do it, Lane. Be its friend.
I mean you no harm.
Yeah. Smile at it,
trying
smile
to-
at it, smile at it. Lane, go Lane, yeah.
And slowly back away.
Yeah, Lane, smile. Yeah, Lane, put on that
Okay.
winning smile.
The-
Show 'em your ascot. Show.
The dog is like creeping forward, and in the like perfect light that you can see in, it is like moving slowly, and it's clearly in like the. You're fucked.
Pass me the call.
Y'all
Pass
ever
it
been
to Lori.
stuck
Mo-
by a
movement
dog
of-
We're
before?
all in a line.
It's
because
horrifying.
Lori said you were falling behind us, right?
Yeah, I
Lane,
didn't.
pass me the cog. I'll pass it to Lori. Lori, get the door.
Okay.
August passed
Okay,
back.
then
I'm
I need sleight of hand checks. if
Okay,
you guys are
okay,
doing
okay.
that.
Okay.
On all of us?
On all
me
of you.
first, I guess.
Okay, you
Okay.
first to give it to me,
Yeah.
and then Lori.
So
you
I'm
book it.
I never left the door, technically. I've kind of just been standing
You're at the
there.
cog door, just.
Still at the
Okay.
door, so I'm just fucking yeeted at
You're
me.
just like
18.
staring
You
at
know
this
what the dog doing?
Okay.
18 to
So-
pass it back.
Yes.
Get
So
your
then,
fucking-
Lydia, you
okay.
get the cog.
Ooh, okay. What's my side of hand? What's my side of hand? Okay. 17.
Okay. You pass it clearly and like barely even noticeably to Lori.
Alright, book it. Just go.
I don't have anything for this one, so
no,
let's all hope.
It's okay. You don't need to be stealthy about it because you're not passing or anything. You're
Well,
Oh. So what am I
I'll
doing?
go and
You just
last
run
the
to the
line.
door.
So
Go to the
now
door.
you need to roll Dex actually.
yeah, you gotta go put that in the door while we're distracting the dog.
Okay.
Again, you can roll a 19 and the negative only hurts so much. It's okay.
12.
See?
It was a 13 minus 1.
There you
12.
go. It's above a 10.
Okay, you move like pretty quickly out of the door, and the dog like barks like loud
Me and
behind
Lane?
you.
No. Oh.
Okay. Do you guys want to roll animal handling before I throw this into initiative?
Yeah.
I would like to.
You're not there.
Are you
weren't with
right
us.
there?
You came with
But
us.
you haven't.
Not there?
You haven't
You
said
Oh,
pointed
no,
and
I'm
didn't
not.
follow.
I'm in the other room, huh?
Yeah.
You're.
I was
Yeah.
like, animal handling? That's my shit! I'll do it!
Lydia, what's your animal handling?
My
What?
animal handling?
Uh,
My animal
DC
handling is +1. But I'm very
DC
nice.
is gonna be pretty high because these dogs are like attack dogs. So it's gonna be like a DC 20.
Instead of both of us rolling, could one of us get advantage, perhaps? Any other help?
Yes, I think because you both are trying to not be threatening.
I'm very
And you did hide the cog
I have a
like
I
being
have a
passed so well.
+3.
Okay, you do it. Roll twice. Take advantage. I'll just help you.
Animal handling.
Do it. You can do it.
Oh.
You took advantage. You got advantage. Okay.
So 14 plus 3 is a 17.
Damn.
Can I do another monocle? Because it's an ability check.
Go for it. I'll say go for it.
I need a 3 or higher. So it's 50-50.
Okay, so you can do it.
Go for it.
4!
Oh my god, that's so cool.
So a total of 21.
So you get down on this dog's level, and you like flash your monocle and just like put your hand out, palm up,
I train your dragon.
and you flick your wrist a little bit, and you have a dog treat.
Aha. So you.
And the dog like comes up, sniffs a little bit, like takes it like gently in like that dog way of like carefully taking the dog treat, and then just like lays down on the carpet to just like have this, and it moves in like that old dog way of like it's tired. It is tired.
Is this enough time for Lori to get the cog in the door?
Thank God I can lay down.
Is this enough time for Lori to get the cog in the door?
Yes, I think in this time it would be enough time, but I do need whoever is like trying to activate the door to give either Arcana or Sleight of Hand.
Well, I guess I'm putting it in the door. Does that mean I'm activating it? Or is it
I think
Valentino?
so.
What's your sleight of hand or arcana?
So sleight of hand is +0. My arcana is +4.
Okay. I only have a +2 in sleight of hand and then a +0. So you do it with
Doesn't Margot?
Okay, yeah, isn't Margot there, and doesn't she have like really good arcana?
I have +5 in Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Try.
handing it to you.
Okay, so Lori like puts it in the door, but Margot has been like waiting to like actually do this because you understand the arcana of the door. So you move it, and I'm gonna need an arcana roll then.
Okay.
Lane, the dog. You are a
What is
lovely
that?
boy.
This is my first bad roll of the game, y'all.
What is it? What is it?
So that'll be a 6. I rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh.
With that, there's a flash, and
She got a little too cocky.
yeah, one of the cogs shifted out of place and slammed back in, and so then I'm gonna say that's
Me and Lane right now just.
that 5 points of fire damage.
Oof.
Oh shit. Can
Darn.
Lori try it now? Or does Margot want to go
yes.
again?
Margot, you kind of land on the floor a little bit and are a little bit dazed from this. Not stunned. You're just like you just got messed up by a door.
Yeah. That's her ego's bruised a little more than anything else. She's
Yeah.
a little embarrassed.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do my arcana roll now.
Hey, you got. At least you have fire resistance.
18 plus 4!
Hey.
Finally!
Nice.
You-
There we
Oh.
go.
Lori,
I said it's my time to shine, y'all!
Lori, were you really confident in that? 'Cause I
No?
will also need a wisdom roll.
Okay!
Oh boy.
I was not confident.
I don't think Lori is confident most of the time when it comes to magic.
No, he's really not. You said wisdom, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
While all of this is going on, can Lane and Vidya get the fuck away from that dog before it gets
Yeah.
bored?
We just leave, so we rations. We have rations like leaves from treats. We just like drop them.
Yeah.
We like get him to sleep. We pet him until he sleeps.
What
and we
does
just kinda-
Lori get?
That was a 3 plus 2, so 5.
Okay, so you move the door, and it is unlocking, and it does. But as you're doing it, you can feel the heat coming off the door as well. And with that, your hands start. You can feel them like charring a little bit. Not in like your flesh is burning, but like you're resistant to it. Like you can feel the heat. You don't really feel the pain with it, but you can feel it like
through his
flowing.
gloves.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then it like flows along like your wrists and up your arms, and you feel feels just like home. The door unlocks and you take
It's fire damage. You have resistance because you are tiefling.
Yeah. Yes, you have resistance, and it is 4 points of fire damage. So
Okay.
that's
So,
Isn't that half?
yeah.
yes,
that's
the halved. So it's just, okay, so it's 2.
It's just-
But, who's around him? Is it just Valentino and Margot?
Yeah, and then
We've got a
Vidya
dog.
and Lane are getting out of the other
Okay.
room.
well, you all see that his hands are not the color of his skin usually. And there's like sparkingness to it. And where underneath the char you see it go red, where that's red skin. And then it like dissolves a bit back to normal flesh, like human hands.
Valentino's gonna look at it and just be like, I'm gonna pretend I never saw that.
Just like
You
that.
glassbook folk
You know
really are.
we don't have time to unpack this right
We don't
now.
have time to
To
unpack
not
all of
unpack
that.
this.
You're quite strange. Into the room. And Lane's gonna book it in.
Yeah,
Okay.
Laurie's hands are shaking and he just goes, right, let's go. And walks in.
Time to unpack all of that.
Ooh. Okay. So are you guys
We're in that room.
just
We're in that room so
I-
fast.
The dog.
Lane,
okay?
I've
Are
been
you
like,
Lane
close-
books it in to try and find whatever the object is as soon as possible. That's his.
Okay.
Okay.
So is anyone closing the door behind
Marco is.
Margot? Okay. So everyone gets in and Margot closes the door.
Mhm.
Um.
I'm
and
helping Lane
then-
look.
Okay. And so then going in, I want you to give me investigation roll.
Gotcha.
All of us?
Everyone except Margot, because I think Margot's concentrating on just keeping the door closed.
Okay. You said investigation?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Caught.
Well,
Um,
I got an 8.
Okay.
Natural 20
Vidya,
plus 6. So 26
Oh.
technically.
Vidya, you
Oh.
are like scanning the different cases in
I'm
this
like,
room,
I'm like
and this is
Gratia,
very,
hand it over. Hand me the site right now.
this is very clearly like a trophy room and like a family heirloom room. And in the different cases, like a lot of things make sense to be in there. There's like necklaces, there's rings, there's random just like there's like a cane with a fancy head. There's like gloves that like shine really brightly. But there's one thing that doesn't quite make sense, but also makes a lot of sense now.
Mhm.
There's a dog whistle in one of these cases.
Oh.
It is slightly out of place, and it looks like there is a mechanism underneath it that, at the same time, while being a trophy,
Mhm.
it also acts as a safeguard
Okay.
by summoning hellhounds.
Okay. Because when we were sitting, we were asked to come here to figure out what set off, and then to stop what set off. Would it be a good chain of thought to think that what set off is the hounds, and this is the way to unset off or set
Yeah.
off the hounds? Okay.
Mm.
Can I try and figure out if I were to like lift this up if anything's gonna happen? Like if there's a particularly trap or if there's a problem, like is this something I can just pick up? I don't want to make sure
I
there's
could
nothing.
detect traps again, maybe.
Or no,
Just to be sure.
Or
I
find
have dispel. Yeah, I have dispel magic, so if there's something magical about it, I can do that.
How about Margot, you detect traps, and if we need to, we can dispel it. I just want to make sure before I like pick it up and like
Right.
take it.
Yeah.
If you're talking
Okay.
about dispelling it, Lane's very quickly gonna be like, don't do that.
Wait, actually don't dispel it. We might need it.
Oh, right.
We
Sorry.
might need the magic.
I was like,
Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Sorry.
I'd be better-
Sorry.
We
I'm
are-
gonna look
yeah.
at this.
We do need to deliver the item
Yeah.
to.
But I can
Sebastian.
try an Arcana check.
Some
Can
very
I
nice-
understand the magic
nice
of it?
walls here. Yeah. it's
Can I understand how the
greatly-
magic works? Could I do that? I
Yes.
attempt to understand the magic with an Arcana check, perhaps.
I did cast detect or find traps.
Okay, so you detect find traps on this room, and among a lot of pieces, there are like traps of like something else was set off. Actually, there's one that like will set off the whistle again if you try and get into like the main case. But there isn't actually one around the dog whistle because usually like people come in here, they see the other jewels and stuff, and they don't really think about the dog whistle.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
So there
whistle
isn't
is
actually.
Alrighty.
It's
She's just
19,
gonna
22
say.
for understanding how it works. I was doing an Arcana check to figure out the system because I'm trying to figure out. It's just my brain as well needs explanation how the whistle works. Is it I blow it and they
Okay.
go away? I blow it and
So,
they come here. That's what I want to know.
Yes, if you blow it with like the purpose and the thought of like sending the dogs back to the kennel is like the kind of thought of like the dogs need to go home. The dogs need a rest. The sun's getting real low.
The sun's
Just
getting
like-
real low. Stop.
But if you feel attacked, then you can blow the whistle and it'll summon a dog.
Okay.
So the house has been rigged up so that when the house is being attacked, then the whistle will blow to protect the house.
Okay. And I will blow the whistle with the intent to send the dogs home. Like everything's okay.
I
If
As
I
that's
can.
happening, can I look at the jewels and everything that's in here?
Be careful of the traps on some of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Margot's gonna mention that. Make
All
everybody
right.
aware of.
Does Lane see this?
see like the jewels or
The fact
like
that
what?
the fact that Laurie is currently sizing them up.
I'm
just looking at 'em.
Lori's just looking at the jewels.
Okay, if you're just looking at them, that's fine.
Do you
but
want me to
keep
do
an eye on it.
perception since I'm looking, or investigation?
Perception.
Okay. What is my perception? +8. That is a 14. So 22.
Okay. So looking at these different jewels, a lot of them are like just like actual gemstones. There are
Okay.
a few with like you can feel like combinations of arcana a little bit in like
Mhm.
some of them, but nothing enough to like affect anything drastically.
Do I feel a pull to any of them?
No, you don't really feel a pull to any of them. If you
Okay.
And thinking back, if you felt a pull to anything, you felt a pull to the libraries in this house.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Laurie's gonna look at the jewels and kind of look at Lane, seeing him look at the jewels, and just be like, "Huh."
Not the Stop.
He looked at me.
I looked at him.
And he looked at me. So Vidya, you take out the dog whistle and you just try and blow it.
With the
Okay.
intention, I'm just like, it's okay. You can go home now. The house is safe.
Animal handling check, please.
Should've given it to Margot.
Got this.
Should've given
You
it
can
to
do
Margot.
it.
Hey, listen. You gotta believe in me. I don't need this energy for this. You gotta believe in me right now, okay? I need belief right now.
Okay,
Believe in
okay,
you.
you can do
Believe
it.
in
I
you.
believe in you.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
Not with that face. Not with that face.
18.
Ooh,
Sorry,
okay.
+1.
Oh,
Nice.
so 19. You
Well, 17 + 1, so
blow
18.
and there's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So you blow with like this determination of like these dogs are tired. Like you saw that dog before and you're
He
like
looks
these
so
dogs
old.
are tired and he wants to rest. Let him rest. So you blow the whistle and with that there's like almost a harmonizing whine in the house as well of like and then just like light tapping of like the nails before like it just like trails off. And like following that it just like fades. And like as it goes on you also realize that there's like the rain has kind of stopped as well.
Nice.
Great.
I think this was
That
it.
was stressful.
That was so stressful.
Yes. If that's the object, might I?
You're the investigator.
Thank you.
I'm sure you have to give it to the person.
Let's keep it safe. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and find the most secure pocket he can think of,
What's your
but I
safest
think
pocket?
honestly at this point he's
Yeah.
just gonna hold on to it.
You just
He brings out a Victorian
Yeah.
Ziploc bag.
stop. He has a Ziploc. Smells like mint.
When Vidya hands it to him, Margot's just like,
Aw.
She's
we
like,
have to give it to them.
for me?
No, we have to give it to them. This is not an item we can keep. This is
The
probably
job
their
is
house.
to give this to. This doesn't belong to you. It belongs to Sir Baskerville.
It belongs in a museum.
It belongs in a museum, damn it.
Whatever I want belongs to me. What do you mean?
Not this one, not this one.
I am gonna remind you I'm a detective. I'm on the side of the law.
I follow the
So
law.
we'll brush over that. I think we're done here.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
maybe we
as
should get out.
as you guys finish up, is there anything you want to do before leaving the house?
Lori wants to go to the library.
Okay. Lori just like moving off at like the edge of like the group kind of goes back into like the green room with the shelves, and he looks across the different books, trying to think and like hone in. And do you give me an Arcana check?
Yes, I can. What is my Arcana? +4. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay. You like close your eyes for a moment, and there's like a hum in your mind, and you look to one of the higher shelves and you pull out a book on the former genealogy of dragons in England.
Okay.
And it's a book on how dragons used to exist in the world, but as Arcana infected the world more and more, the like bloodlines trickled down into like there's only really dragonborns and some tiefling groups that have dragon blood in them.
Okay. He's gonna put that in his coat and save that for.
Lane, see that?
Were you looking?
Were you
for
going to
I
the
think-
library?
Were you
I
looking
think-
for Lori?
I think Lane is going to be very suspicious of anyone not going to the
The exit.
to the exit by also
Okay,
being
so like
very
counting up
casual.
your ducks as an adult.
yeah.
You notice that like Lori isn't there, so then you just like head back up to like see if he's up there.
Mr. Laurie,
Yes.
might I ask what you are doing up here?
Just looking in the library. Houses like these tend to have some interesting reading, and I thought I might give a peruse now that we're not,
Right.
stressed with the dog situation.
I would suggest you ask Sir Baskerville before you do such things.
Yes, of
This
course.
is not your home. We were given special permission to enter it.
I'll make a note of that next time I talk to him. I'll be sure to apologize.
Very well.
Does he see that I have a book on me, or does he just
I don't
think he
know,
saw
do
me
I?
before?
I think you. I
want me
think
to roll?
Lane. Yeah, I think Lane needs to roll insight, and Lori has to roll deception, and the two have to fight each other in the street.
I want
Whoever
to
does
brawl
blood
outside of
dragon.
a Denny's this
Calm
instant.
I got a 13.
I got an 18 plus 3.
Oh,
Mm.
Lori's gonna lie.
Lori's used to hiding his feelings, so
This is normal. Stop.
Psychic damage!
just
I
like-
just got psychic
You better
damage!
Take some HP off.
Lane is like, this kid is like, he's probably
There's like an
just
inner,
actually-
there's an inner
Yeah.
pocket in the giant woolly coat that I'm wearing of the Baskerville, and he just stuck
Yeah.
it in there, so it doesn't look like he's holding anything. And he's just instantly in like
Alright.
the debonair Lord Byron
Alright.
thing. So my apologies, I know it's poor manners on my part. I'll make sure to do my proper amendments
Very
and
well.
apologies.
Very well, sir, as long as you know. But we must be off. Sir
course.
Baskerville will be expecting us by now.
Of course, lead the way. Yes, right behind you.
While that fun little tidbit is happening, throughout this whole time, and now, is there anything that I felt or piqued my interest that I could look over now for why I'm here? Or do I feel like I've gotten what I got when we talked to a certain contact before?
You feel like you got a lot from Jack
Mhm.
when you talked to him of like, oh yes, this clicks and this is understandable. But
Mhm.
now that you're at the Baskerville house, do you want to roll a wisdom check because you're like,
Yeah, I kind
thinking?
of want to like feel out and feel if
Yeah.
I feel like I did what I need to do here.
yes, go ahead.
Yes, and Miss DM, same question
Yes.
for me.
you also got
For me?
you don't necessarily feel the same tug as the other ones, but you do understand quite a bit more of like, okay, yes, locations can be cursed in a way,
Okay.
as well as
15.
families. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What?
15.
15. You feel like the same sort of tug, and you're not sure if maybe you did miss something, if anything, in the house. But the same sort of summoning and dispelling of like the dogs as Gratia like claws a little bit into your shoulder and like nuzzles. You understand Charles having these dogs around a little bit. But leaving the house, you don't feel this, like, you don't feel connected or weighed down by this location.
Okay. I think she'll pause for a moment, like in the living room, to feel this out. And I think she'll feel the pinpricks of Gratia's claws sticking in her shoulder, and then a little bit of nuzzle, and be like, okay. And then skip her way out.
Yeah. And then, yes?
Do I know how far away... Like, I can't do it right now, but do I know how far away, the fields near Devon are in comparison to this house? Does anyone know?
How, like, high the hills of Devon are?
Oh, because, in the info that I got about, the tip that Valentino received, said that a woman that they saw being taken down, was on the fields near Devon.
Yes, that was in front of the house of the Baskervilles, and that's why, like, that being talked about because, like, in recent days, like, this break-in happened. Could
I possibly go and investigate that field to see if, like, possibly one of the goblins dropped
so
one of their patches, or if there's anything like footprints?
After you guys leave the house, Valentino, after a minute, just like sprints off into the like side field for a minute.
Okay. It's okay. He does this often. He went on the roof earlier. He's okay. It's okay.
Does he come back?
Come back. We're all adults.
I thought he was.
We're all adults. This is not a field trip like for children. We're like 20-something years old. He'll come back. Just wait.
I like to think that like he turns really quickly and then he disappears slightly, and you just hear in the distance, "My wife."
He's looking for his wife. All is well.
Wife.
Just wait. He'll come back. Give him like 20 minutes. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Roll investigation again.
Blaine just being like,
power
no,
of
it's
my
okay.
wife.
This is normal.
Wife power.
Use your wife proficiency.
Got 18.
That wife proficiency.
So like sprinting through here, you actually like in your just like running and like looking like straight at the ground, even just dodging a tree, like you can see this like trail of like big foots and like little feet. And like you like
Bigfoots.
really jump and like faceplant into the one of the like the big feet prints, and then you just like pop your head up and you like follow the trail again. And in
My wife was
one
here.
of these feet, you actually do find a scrap of blue cloth. And it has it looks like it's like completely coated in like mud and dirt from like it's been raining for like the past 2 days. So it looks like it probably needs to be like washed first before you can even like tell if there's a design on here. You eat the dirt. No.
Eat the dirt.
Delicious.
He's gonna tuck it away into his jacket and one more quick like overall look, and then take a moment and kneel by one of the footprints and be like, "We'll find you." And he goes and he runs after group again. His little goblin run.
He just like appears
Just
back,
standing there, just
covered
like,
in mud.
Guys, you guys are walking down the hill, and Valentino just like scrambles at you on all fours.
Oh God.
Dropped out of a tree.
That-
Hey guys.
Lori hides behind Video. He's taller, but like,
Video,
That
like,
is
mixes-
mildly disturbing. The way you
It's why he
move
gets.
when you
he's
do
the
that.
one. He's the only teacher that gets sent on these trips. Okay, wait. There's a certain energy, I guess, He's the only one. I've never been on the field trip with his actual chaperone and being in college. It's just him. I don't really know.
I don't know why they send me either.
I don't think you even. Nobody knows.
We should see a Baskerville.
Yeah, we should go see
Yeah,
Baskerville. We should go.
We should go
let's
see
go.
Baskerville.
Let's go find this guy.
Yeah, it is like midnight now, so
Better
it's
wake
like
Oh,
it's like okay, let's spend the night at the like inn, hotel, tavern combo that we paid for. So you like it's a deal. And so like you get into the inn and like you go to sleep, and then waking up in the morning, you actually find several notes in your separate rooms. Yeah, along with like a sum of money. In the note is an apology. Lane says he is so sorry that he had to do this, but like sometimes you trip an alarm that you don't mean to, and you need a little help getting out of that.
Bamboozled us.
But like this is a proper reward, and please don't mention that this happened because
on me
no
for
one
looking
will,
it up.
because no one will believe you. He is an actual detective, and he did return a whistle.
I like him.
His action
But-
will have
Like him.
consequences.
His
And-
action will have consequences.
But like he did want to say that he was grateful, and he left like he split the reward with like all of you for the whistle.
Like him.
Okay,
along
I
with,
like
like-
him. Money.
along with like additional information, apologizing to Valentino, being like, I'm so sorry. By the way, don't look for that flower woman. You won't be able to find her. That was me. As well as
Where my wife is.
as well as the rest of like Vidya and Margot and Lori of like sorry, like also like don't like look for Jack Stapleton. He does exist, but he is currently being arrested for like the murder of Charles Baskerville. It's complicated.
Okay, all right.
Thank you so much for your help. It was incredible.
How much was
I
the
got
money?
money out of it. So
How much
I don't
was the
mind.
money? How much money? How much riches are
It
we
was
talking?
like $100.
Each?
Take it.
Yeah.
100 gold. I'll add that in.
Eh.
Take it.
I think
And,
Video
like,
was like
as-
deeply offended and was just like, ah. Like I think we probably left her room and looked at everyone else like, ah, and then like saw the money and was like,
Yeah, like out
Right.
in like the common hallway,
What
like
a
there's
time.
just like it's rough. And like you each filter out of like the hallway and you kind of just like go downstairs and you're like, I guess we go back to school.
we tell them that we did it right.
Did we assist in a crime? Wow.
Did we just do a crime?
Oh yeah, we did.
and
That's kind of sick.
Margot's cool with it.
and relaxing at a distance inside a slight, what would you call it, pocket dimension? There's a hat resting on a coat rack in the inn.
Bye, Fergus.
R.I.P. Fergus. Yeah.
He said, peace.
Bye.
You'll never
Um,
find me. You'll never see me again.
Oh my God.
There he
It's
is.
him. Lane, respond.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
hello?
Oh, there we are.
Hello?
What a great time for my internet to suddenly not
I was
work.
like, wait, I was like, don't
dimension
leave
you
for
went
No
comedic
idea.
effect. I thought you were
Watching
leaving for effect, and I was like,
calmly.
please don't. It moves all the photos.
No. Where were we?
Yeah.
Watching calmly and like rather relaxed, quite glad at the outcome of this game that he got to play. Lane watches from inside this top hat, drinking a little bit of tea, along with the rest of his trophies shelved along these walls.
And I think he just kind of takes out the real whistle, plays around with it, throws it up and catches it, and then looks at it, pulls the monocle out.
Yeah,
inspect
okay,
it a
come
little
on, get the
better.
effect, get the effect.
I swear, sometimes it's just too easy.
I will eviscerate this man in fiction.
I'm taking the
Lauren
whistle.
Nvidia afterwards.
Killed them all and taking the whistle.
He was ugly looking, and his face was dumb, and his molecule was too big. We're just
And
writing.
his clothes were so tacky and out of fashion.
That's
It
how
would
we
have been fashion
bond.
50
We're
years
writing
ago.
over how much he took us out. We're just writing over it.
Yeah.
Valentino's just like, nice.
Valentino's
That's
like
awesome.
cleaning the mud meticulously off of this patch.
Yeah.
He can like figure it out.
And as you, just as like a last note for it, getting like the majority of the mud off, you see that it's actually more of like a green patch with an embroidery of like a deer skull.
That's cool.
And that's where we'll end this game.
Yay.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, thank you everyone for coming out. Announcements
Yeah.
tomorrow. Keywords, roll up. This will be the first time we've seen them in God knows how long, so definitely come up to that. Normal time.
Hell
You
yeah.
know how we do. Hell yeah. Next Wednesday, Paragon Dust will be continuing. After that, just continue with Mortal Reverie on next Saturday, etc., etc. The schedule is as follows. The new schedule will be posted probably tomorrow or Sunday for July to tell you everything that'll be happening, so you have all the things happening. And make sure you join our Discord and to see all the cool stuff and talk about spoilers and submit art and submit questions for Questionbound, etc., etc. A little sneak peek, I do believe Questionbound coming up will be Myth and Fae. So if you have questions about this, go ahead and pop those into the form in a couple days once that is released, so you can keep them on ready to go for the end of this month when we can ask them all the questions. But that's it. If anyone else has anything to say? No? Okay. Well, thank you all for coming
wild
here.
ride.
Thank you, Fergus, for joining us for the first time on
Yeah,
Frankenpunk.
thank you.
Thank you, Faye, for hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone else, for playing as you do, making these American characters. Thank you all, chat, for hanging out. Thank you for all the gifts and subs, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.